Doom, 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 doom. How's it going? It's Saturday night. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm singing the Tetris song. I have all kinds of fun stuff to be doing this evening. Coach, how are you this evening?
I've had a very productive day. I am ready to hang out with you. Absolutely. It's going to be a fun night.
We're going full Tetris this evening or what?
Full Tetris. Yes. Oh my word. Like, I just want to buy a Game Boy now and just play it. Oh, it's going to be great.
Somewhere in this room is a working one, and I'm going to put it in.
I have no doubt. I have absolutely no doubt. You probably have 3 of them. Hey,
and I think it's right on the other side right here. Hey, Mona, hello. Rita, hello.
Hi, Rita.
Yay.
Hey, Mona. Don't Game Boys sync?
Hello. Yay.
Hi, Judy.
Hello, Judy. Great to see you. Great to see everybody. Give me a quick second.
Okay.
No, please keep going.
I think she deserves to be blue. She's here all the time.
I'm surprised she's not. Hold on. Yeah. Bam.
There you go.
I just have Tetris needlessly stuck in my head right now.
You're welcome. You are welcome. So we were just talking about the fact that I just stumbled upon on Amazon a phone cover that has a working Game Boy system on the back of it. And so I was debating whether to get it or not for my trip coming up. So I'm excited about that. Yes.
When my son was younger, I got him a Nintendo DS. Oh, yay. Hello.
Hey,
everybody.
And I still have it. I bought all the games, though. I bought Mario. I bought...
To an undisclosed location, Mona.
I was hearing two streams at the same time, so I couldn't tell what in the heck you were talking about or to whom.
I'll talk about it in a future video. We're just going to keep it on the down low at the moment.
Oh, we're keeping something on the down low. Oh, dear.
Oh, I have a secret mission I'm going to be going on.
Oh, gosh.
I
believe. Good morning.
How's it going?
Good morning.
You know what? Technically, as a vampire, this is my morning right now. So good morning. Thank you. Thank you for respecting my beliefs as a vampire. Thank you.
I will respect them every day, William. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good to know.
Yeah, right?
Hey, hello. Very nice to meet you. I'm a geek. I am like over the moon Whovian. I'm a geek when it comes to Doctor Who. I'm even watching Doctor Who right now.
Oh, I saw that you just made
what season, what episode?
Colin Baker, Trial of a Time Lord. I love it. I watch it over and over. The 80s episodes remind me of when I was a kid. And some people say it was the worst written episodes. People have all kinds of opinions. I love the cheesy robots, the bad clothes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I need you to act like a kid, so we're good to go. You're gonna.
Yeah.
We need you to be fun.
Welcome.
Why do we need him to act like a kid?
Because he's fun.
What are we missing? Okay.
No, it's just fun.
Yeah. Welcome to the club, Judy. She's also one of my mods.
Yeah.
She's fabulous. Does a great job.
So you ever play the DOS-based game where you have to read the screen to do things?
Gosh, I haven't played DOS-based games in so long.
No, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I have an Apple IIe. I do.
I used to play Monopoly.
Yeah.
On DOS. Oh my gosh.
I just.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Is Oregon Trail? Is that considered one of those?
Yes.
You know, I have never played that game.
You can still play Oregon Trail. You can find it's on the internet. I make my 4th graders play it every year.
I have never played that game.
Make a decision.
And I live on the Oregon Trail. So like I should totally be playing that game.
Yay. Hello.
You do.
Hi, Pam.
You do. I'll send you a link. I got you.
Hey, Pam.
Really, you're gonna corrupt me. You know that, right?
Welcome to my life,
I-
girlfriend.
I'm the innocent. You guys are corrupting me.
Welcome to the hold on, let me put my glass up. Welcome to the dark side.
Out of all the people around, I'm the most no.
No, you guys know I'm not the most innocent.
No, we're good.
You know, when I was a
That's
kid,
why I like hanging out with you.
I would obsessively play this game called Reader Rabbit, and that rabbit would be so disappointed in me. On Apple II. He was just trying to teach me how to read.
I forgot about that. Oh, my word.
Apple II, our school had an Apple II, and the 5th grade teacher had it in her classroom. I don't know why the 5th grade teacher got it and nobody else did. But we only had one computer for the entire school that was an Apple II.
Wow.
I mean, we had Windows 95 on the computers, and 98 was in the, was out. But the computer lab had Windows 95. I mean, we were sitting there playing solitaire when we were supposed to be learning keyboarding. But so I got to go to the 5th grade teacher's classroom. I was her teacher's assistant, and I got to go program a math program for the 5th graders so that they could sit there at the Apple II and play these math games. So I printed out my code. I think that thing was like 40 pages long of coding for that Apple II program, and it barely fit on the floppy disk.
I played Klondike on. Do you think I can play? There was a game I used to play on my old Nokia brick. It was called Jumpman. It was a person, they were literally flying. I would obsessively play that. I would play it on the train and the bus.
My husband had a Commodore.
Hey!
Hi, Shalom.
How's it going?
She didn't get the notification. Oh, you can ring that bell.
YouTube is so strange.
Yeah.
I get all of Tammy's notifications, but I don't get any of my twins' notifications at all.
I don't get any of Jess's either.
Unsubscribe from me and resubscribe and then ring my
I'll have
bell.
to do it too, because I haven't gotten any of your notifications either.
Oh. And I have some good quality stuff for you to watch.
I bet you do. I need to be watching it because
I had a new video come out today.
Really? And I was sitting here channel surfing, looking for stuff to watch and looking for whatever came up new.
13 minutes of in-your-face fun.
Well, darn. I wasted 45 minutes on another channel. It was not wasted.
No.
Then I went to Borders, and that's wasted.
I always say that my generation was the last to not have the internet in the classroom. Like, we didn't have the internet. We had it in the library my senior year, but that was like early. I'm not trying to age myself, like early internet.
We didn't have internet. I did learn on an electric typewriter. I did not learn on a computer how to type. I learned on an electric typewriter. Our school still had them.
I still have the typewriter I learned on. It's an IBM. I still have it.
Mine was an IBM, but I didn't learn on. Huh?
With all of our kids being on technology, they still can't type.
They can't. I play typing. I would go home and play Typing Shark.
It's called, I do a type it. Like, I have it in my Google Classroom, and I go, you need to go learn typing for a little while. I was like, we're in math class. Okay, well, go learn typing for 15 minutes. Go set yourself an alarm.
Yeah.
They need those skills.
I learned.
I don't know. What do you call this with one finger? And you just keep going. Like, poke. I don't know. I can't.
It's called hut.
Like, put your fingers on the keyboard.
That way. Yeah, my dad types that way. My mom had to learn typing because she worked as a receptionist for years as well.
It's coming, Shalom. Not next video, but the video after. You'll see my Taylor's clappers.
I need to get a clapper.
Clap on.
Jess does have an excellent channel with amazing content.
I know.
Mona, I'm gonna cry. My makeup's gonna come off. Thank you. I really do.
And I'm not even saying that to be facetious. You do.
Oh.
What makeup do you really even need it? I mean, come on now.
Oh, I wear mascara because my eyelashes are so light. I look like I'm tired all the time, so I have to wear something. And now I have glasses on today, so you can't really see anyway. But
you can't see mine with my glasses. But anytime that I'm doing like one of those recorded videos, you better believe I go put eyeshadow and mascara and brow,
Yeah.
like I do my brows, because like my brows are like they might as well not be there.
But I've learned. I just deal with it. Yeah.
The things we deal with as women, William.
I know. Yeah. Guys just
Well,
show
the
up and
funny
do
thing
it.
is, and the funny thing is, I'm going to tell you a secret that might get me kicked out of the club, is that men will love you no matter what you look like.
I know.
They better.
The time.
They better.
They do. I wake up looking like a hot mess, and they're like, "Hey, you're beautiful." And I'm like, "Thanks." Oh, I should say, preface. My husband says that, like, not all guys.
Okay. Well, you know.
I'm not sleeping around today. It's okay.
No computers in grade school or high school.
Why not?
Oh, that's
I haven't
awesome.
found my sugar daddy yet. It's all right. He's coming someday.
You need a sugar daddy that doesn't need any sugar, right?
Mm-hmm.
William is just off reading.
I know. We're kind of like taking over. Go ahead.
Oh, please take over.
We're just.
And if you're a sugar, hold on, let me make myself big real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh gosh.
He needs a sugar mama. Go ahead.
Yeah, he does.
And if you're a sugar mama looking for a middle-aged mess who likes to sew, call me, because you know what this means. Call me.
Do a trench coat.
I'd get in so much trouble if I said I was a sugar mama that doesn't have any sugar to give. Oh my gosh.
Lord. Yeah, I love it.
The trouble we'll get into. I was about to get into trouble earlier today because Donna said something on her Friday Night Live about Debbie's channel.
Oh, thank you.
It just struck me so funny. Awesome, Judy. Thank you.
Yes, we actually learn things. We actually learn things from your channel.
From my channel?
From both of yours. I'm like, I sit and talk for 2 hours and I show up the next day and I'm like, I made this. Oh, and
you're not allowed to claim this.
I'm making that, by the way.
Are you?
I don't know. Yes. Oh, I've already downloaded the pattern.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
It's beautiful. We went grocery shopping and I listened to your whole life. I was grocery shopping, like my earbuds were in. I'm like, oh, this is strip number B, strip C. And I'm like, yes, get it, girl.
I felt like I was so boring at sometimes. I'm just like,
no,
I'm just going to keep chattering because somebody's got to be listening somewhere. And I had no idea how many people were actually on it.
I just can't grocery shop and talk at the same time.
I know. I watched your entire stream this morning. I was just out and about and doing stuff.
You watched mine this morning?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you did not comment once? Oh, my gosh.
Well, it's because where I live, there's a law against texting and driving.
Okay, so you can pull into a parking spot and text me, and then you can go back and try it. Okay, just saying.
And I'm the first one to admit I'm such a bad driver. And yes, I still listen to CDs. So when you hear me say this, yes, I do. Judge me. That I pick what CD I'm going to listen to before I leave the house.
Oh, good.
Oh, I did too.
What were you listening to today?
It's Huey Lewis, and the new sports has been in my car for a while. I need happy music, and that album it goes up and down, but it's just amazing music.
Don't worry, Mona. I will make my own way. I don't need a man. Well,
you said she has to go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's.
That's what I tell William too. I'm going to take applications for him. So now, send him to So Blessed by Jess. Got it. Manager.
First taker. See.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody answer for me. Y'all are talking about Millie's dresses. How big are those blocks actually?
I think they're 15 inches.
That's huge. That's crazy.
They're like 12. Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
Maybe 18.
There's no way I'm doing those. Yeah, no. That is not a pattern for me. This is big for me. Yeah. This is big scale for me. I normally don't do anything this big.
Okay, I'm going to start stretching and get some sewing done tonight.
Oh, yeah. Judy says that they're 9 by 12, so I went big. I went bigger than normal.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, but still.
Yeah, I'm not doing Millie dresses. I have to go. Yeah, I'd have to go find another.
I think somebody should put an apron on one of them.
Oh, that would be so adorable.
I think that would be so pretty.
It would be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now with like a pattern like that, I would totally feel the need to pull out trims and laces and all of that and decorate it. Do I really need to have another hole in my head and make another project like that? No, I do not.
See, I would make one.
William has my same ironing board cover.
No, it's not.
Walmart.
No, he's
Walmart.
Yeah.
I recently bought this at Walmart.
Yeah, it's the same ironing board cover that I have. Not the
prior
fabric
to
that you're seeing right now. It's the gray
2025.
and white.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the gray and white that you're seeing when he lifts all that fabric up.
So I don't know if you call this quilting. Last night, I'm famous for doing this. Last night, I was going through all my fabric and I took all of my scraps and I just started cutting large squares, and I have full intentions of making a jacket. So I don't know if it counts as quilting, but I'm like,
if you quilt the layers, yeah.
How many layers?
Yeah.
Is it 2 layers or 1? Or 2 layers or 3?
Yeah, 2 layers or 3. It'd need to be 3.
Hold on, let me get in my rookie down here. Hey guys, I'm new. Hi, I'm new. I don't have no idea what you're talking about in any way, shape, or form. Hi guys, down here. Hi. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just sewing stuff together. And making it look.
Okay, are you lining it? You're just lining it.
Yes.
Okay, so he's only 2 layers, Tammy.
So technically not.
No, he's not quilting it.
He's just patchworking it. He's patchworking it. So he's piecing it, but he's not quilting.
Oh, peeping it. That's a new
Nope, Shalom, he's not quilting.
No, I'm reading ahead. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lord have mercy. I love this.
I'll put it in.
But you need to make a quilted jacket.
Yes.
I made one in the beginning of last year. This is a weird thing I do. I do patchwork in the beginning of every year.
My birthday's coming up.
Oh yeah. If we don't see it, William, it's not true. It didn't happen. No pictures, no proof. You got to show it.
Hold on, let me go get it. I can go get it.
Oh, yeah. Yay. That's exactly what I was thinking, Pam. I'm just going to make one Millie's dress, put it on my wall, but I want to put an apron or something on it, just that it symbolizes like me. Because I'm a cook. I love to bake, love to cook anything. Like I was making duck again today. And I was like, oh, wow. I know. I had it for Christmas and I was craving it when I went to the store, and there she was just waiting on me. I was like, yes, ma'am, I will take you home. I will cook you today.
I have no idea how I did this because all of my seams are going the same direction originally, but my seams on the last piece were going the opposite direction of what they're going on this piece. So I don't know what I managed to screw up.
Tammy, look up. He got it out.
I went to Walmart today because my house
I know this jacket.
Yeah, I made this.
What about the pants? The pants.
Hey, one thing at a time, okay?
I'll show you one thing at a time.
Thank you. He's got a quilted jacket.
Yes.
I made this exactly a year ago.
Oh,
that's gorgeous, William. When are you going to make mine? I prefer a lot more purples, but when are you going to make mine?
And the funny thing is, I worked so hard on this.
Get in the queue, Tammy.
I worked so hard.
Yeah, right. I know.
So I'm getting some miles out of this one.
I'm probably number 1,000 because I'm very sure there's a lot more people ahead of me that have asked for things.
I'm going to lean over because my husband brought me garlic bread.
Oh, thanks, husband.
I know, right? Yeah, right.
Yes.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you. And the reason why we know I went to Walmart is because my house reeks of candles. I have a candle addiction.
Do you want to see my... Oh, this is the best candle ever. Hold on.
Oh, dear. You have started another trend, William.
Joann's sells this every year.
Ooh.
And it's called bourbon cider. And oh my word, it is heaven in a container. I haven't even burned it yet, but I just like sniffing it.
I'm gonna go
open it, and it just fills my whole room. I love it. Bourbon.
Oh my gosh!
If anyone sees this, send it to North Carolina. Thank you.
I like smelling nice. I like my house smelling nice.
Mhm.
My husband likes the Woodwick ones. The
Have those
crackle burn.
too? I love
That's the only
yes.
kind he likes.
Mm.
If it's
I
not
know that
crackle
they
burn, he
sell
doesn't
them.
like it.
Yeah.
Judy.
Judy wants hers in blue, William.
Yeah. Yeah. She's in
Tammy
line
wants
behind
more
me.
purple. William wants, or Judy wants more blue. I'm not picky. Just want one.
I'm in full time travel mode right now. I'm wearing funky clothes, making funky clothes. I am ready.
Just don't overheat yourself. I don't need you passing out.
Mm-mm.
I didn't get your email, your address, so I can't call 911. Hello, I need you.
I live in the desert,
somewhere.
so I'm an expert on staying hydrated.
Okay.
You have to be where I live.
As you're falling, hit the bobbin light that shines up into the air so that people can find you. Oh, my word. That's nice.
Now you have to make a golden jacket ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have so many scraps. I'm going to make quite a few of these this year, honestly, because as I'm going through everything, I'm like, well, I'm going to recreate this because I like making jackets. It's something that's my thing, so I'm going to recreate this jacket.
So if I bring you some fabric, will you recreate it?
Yeah.
Or send you? I'm not going to bring you anything. I mean, send you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember the last time
I got some cave sitting up in my.
Ooh.
I know.
That would be gorgeous.
I knew someone that used to make candles.
I had a stepdaughter that used to make them too. They can be messy.
It's this person I knew, they worked at a candle shop at an amusement park.
Oh dear.
Oh, you're little again.
Unusual. Yes, he's very little. He's
Hi guys,
short.
I'm new here.
He's like 3'4".
My golden jacket.
I always wanted to make soap. Like,
soap is also messy.
Like fun, and then you go full Fight Club. Making soap sounds like fun.
I know. I watched people make soap all during the pandemic. I was like, oh, I want to be her. But then I went, no, I couldn't do it.
There's a channel. Her name is Sophia or something. It's SAFYA or something like that. I don't remember the rest of her channel name. I'd have to go look it up. She's the one who took, if you take every scent of candle from Yankee Candle Company and melt it down, what kind of scent does that candle make? She's done it with lip gloss. She's done all of these different lipsticks and melting these things down and making her own or making it one.
Did you see Shalom's comment? She makes beard balm. So when you get your beard again, she can send you some stuff to keep it nice and smooth and detangled. I don't know. Do beards do that?
It'll be back in a week. It's already.
Oh yeah, beard check.
Judy, you are not allowed to jump in line.
No.
I saw that. I had to go up and see
if Mona needs something, she's in front of me.
I had to go back and see that comment. She said that she should be ahead of me since she's older than me, and her birthday is right around the corner. My birthday is right around the corner and the right amount of time frame to let him make it because he got 9 months to make it now.
Are you a September birthday too?
I'm an October birthday. We're already in January, so 9 months from now, 1 + 9 is 10. So yeah.
Oh, math. I don't know anything about it.
Don't you teach math?
My chair didn't break, Mona. I had to sacrifice the chair for room in here.
Hi, Terry.
Because he hasn't cleaned out his room yet.
No,
welcome in, Terry.
Fabric. I have so much fabric. The other day, I have a bunch of mirrors in here, and I walked up to the mirror and I was like, "What have you done to yourself, sir? What have you done to yourself?" I have so much fabric in here.
Yeah, Judy, he doesn't have enough time to make it before March. Because she said she's a March birthday. Yeah, no, he doesn't have enough time to make it before March. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it.
Yeah. Oh, and for the record, Kilroy, I don't live in Tombstone, but I live next to it. I
We
live in
live 6 feet
Happyville.
under Tombstone.
I live in Happyville. That's next to Death Valley, and Tombstone's down the street from there.
I don't think he heard my comment.
What'd you say?
I said you live 6 feet south of 6 feet south of Tombstone.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I forgot to say this, and I think I already have. I make soap. You don't
You
make
do?
soap? I can't believe you don't. I could show you.
You make soap?
But I haven't been that bored since the pandemic.
Ah.
Do you know?
How did I
so
not know this?
I go stir crazy, and
I feel
so
like I don't know you.
like I started woodworking again. I started doing all these things during the pandemic because I had access to a giant shop. I went stir crazy, so I was doing all kinds of stuff. I made an emulsion box where I was making T-shirts.
Ooh, I always wanted to try shampoo and conditioner bars. Interesting.
I actually have a shampoo bar, but I haven't used it.
Mhm.
Thank you for saying that because I need to pull it out.
So, William, what was your favorite scent to make?
I'm a man. I
Really?
need something that smells like pine tar. Something that I like the outdoorsy
Musky
stuff.
smell.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wear this one cologne. I wear this one cologne. It's like made with nothing but cedar. And recently, I walked past somebody, and she was like, "I know that cowboy's wearing the cedar cologne." I got called out recently.
Oh my gosh.
It's
my
my
word.
hat. It's my
I'm
hat.
just laughing at the I'm a man.
I know. I know.
I don't mess around with any of that frilly stuff. Even though if you have pink lotion, it's not like I won't use it. I'm just saying. I like smelling,
So like a man.
Oh my gosh.
I like to smell like a man. That's
Judy
good.
says that you can teach us to make soap, William.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I watched a lot of Mr. Rogers, Mr. Wizard, Mr. Beekman, or Beekman's World.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I
Shalom,
love
you should see my
Beekman's
Tula
World.
collection. I got you on the Tula.
and
you
I
ever
grew
need
up-
some.
I grew up near. I have access to shops as a child, so I could do these experiments I saw on TV.
Yeah.
I have somebody looking for that goldfish on the pink fabric.
Oh.
The
Let me.
Tula
I'll see if I have any and how much.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
So why is Tula Pink so coveted?
It's kind of like limited edition.
Mm-hmm.
Like once it
Yeah,
sells
it's
out,
just
it's
one
gone.
run. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's such
So
bright, vibrant colors. It's just
And
fluorescent
very vibrant.
colors. Yeah. Remember that quilt I was making, the diamond quilt?
Oh yeah.
That's Tula Pink fabric. Just really
It's
bright in your face.
Tula Pink and Cave are Williams colors.
Yeah. And they were selling like end of bolt cave at my fabric
Oh,
store. And I was like,
shoot.
yes, please let me take it all. And I did.
I'm jealous. Jealous.
I love it.
Teakwood, heck yeah. I probably have some of that. So
It's so weird. Like I'm a
and it's wood
production
chip.
fabric girl, and then Tula Pink. Like I'm all over the spectrum.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. All fabric created equal in my eyes. It sews. It cuts. It looks beautiful.
Well, like I wouldn't make this for me, but I'm not making it for me. I'm making it for someone else. So
Mhm.
I will make with anything.
Fresh wood cut is a great smell. Ooh, do you
Since
work at a
I
wood
was-
processor too?
Since I was a child, I love going to the lumber yard for this very reason.
Mm.
I love the smell of fresh cut wood.
I can tell the difference between pine and the
Disco
other
kitty. Got it.
fragrances because I grew up around pine. I grew up around a lot of pines.
That's awesome.
See,
Pine-
pink
pine can be hard.
goldfish. Okay, I gotta write all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the goldfish with the pink. It's I'm trying to remember.
Mhm. Every live, I have a notebook and a pen, and I'm just writing. Well, nice. Seriously, I write a lot of things down, and I get ideas.
I know I
write
looked it
everything
up.
This is what I'm like
I think
in
so.
teacher meetings. I just write
Oh.
all the whole time.
Okay, well, she just commented in the
Okay,
chat that
Mona,
she found the
have fun.
goldfish yesterday. So you don't need any? Is that what we're saying?
Okay.
You don't need it still? You've already ordered? Because we were having trouble finding it. We were both sitting there. Her phone and I was at my computer, both trying to find it. In place other than just Etsy, where the shipping was like insane.
Just enough to make my sweet friend a little bag. Okay. Okay. I'll look for it. I'll look to see if I have some.
It is 6:30. Every day at 6:30, my
Oh.
Alexa doxes me.
Here she is. Keep talking loudly so we don't know where he lives.
So if you ever hear me let out a Klingon death scream, I'm just trying to yell over my Alexa.
Why do you not turn that off? Why do you not turn that off, William?
Because I'm constantly asking it how to spell words. What's the hockey score? Like,
Oh, what is the hockey score?
1-1. 1-1.
Okay. Okay. Because I haven't put it on my phone yet.
That's why you can't see my head right now.
Did are the Canes still on? All right, I'll look it up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know.
A bit
Terry
more.
likes cave more than
Oh, my heart is hurting.
That's
You
okay.
don't even want to know what the score is. It's horrible.
Oh, you got it from Rapid. Okay, gotcha.
That's awesome.
So, all right, we need the goldfish.
Hello, it's
Hey,
Kennedy.
for you.
Hello,
Hi,
hello.
Kennedy.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yay, welcome, welcome.
She's the sweetheart that's going to help me with my my 21st live, my live on the 21st.
Awesome. Welcome.
Happy first
Fantastic.
anniversary.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm so
It's going to be so
excited.
much fun to watch.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that chat is just like rolling through. That would be absolutely awesome.
Hey, can I make a plug for Tammy? Is that okay?
Of course. Please.
So my friends out there in the YouTube, my people on the other side of the screen, if you have not subscribed to The Siberian Wind, here she is.
And that's not
Tammy
the Siberian
is an
wolf.
amazing lady. No,
And that's not the Siberian wolf. And I'm going to continue to apologize.
I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put her information in the chat. Just go ahead, look at a couple of her videos. And if you like, subscribe, like, and continue. And she goes live a couple times during the week. And she's amazing to have conversations with back and forth.
Three times.
3 times a week. 3 times a week. I only usually catch 2 because
That's
of my
okay.
schedule.
That's
But
okay. My 8 p.m.
amazing.
My
So
8 p.m. Sunday night is late.
Yes.
And
I'm going to go find your channel and put you in there. We're trying to get her to 1,000, my friends. 1,000.
And because of your channel name, because of Tammy's channel name, I have learned so much about your coos and so much about the Siberian plain in general. And I'm not even saying that to be funny.
Yes, if you do not, thank you, Shalom. Yeah, if you, I love it. Go away. Yeah, if you let your phone autocorrect and add spaces between the Siberian and wind, it does take you all kinds of fun places, like William was describing.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
there.
sweet.
You go. Go ahead and click on it, y'all.
And also, I love watching videos of people throwing boiling hot waters out in the air and it just turning into steam.
Thank you, Terry, for helping me out with that.
I live in the desert, so I like watching people in really cold areas that I will never visit.
And all of you lurkers on this channel, you need to go ahead and subscribe to William's channel and get on our chat and start talking to us.
Yes,
I am playing this game with y'all forever.
That's what I was laughing at earlier.
No, that's the teacher. Everybody sat down. They're like, uh-oh. Teacher's talking. Uh-oh.
Walk away. This is why I have my coach shirt on today. I'm feeling empowered.
You know why I chose this shirt?
Thank you, Shalom. Thank you.
But so it doesn't show the fuzz from the flannel.
Oh, there you go. See, look at you being proactive like that. See,
I
wouldn't have done
that.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much.
Oh, good night, Mona. Have a wonderful night.
Good night. Yeah, Rita has already subscribed as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Amazing.
I went to some, there's a, social media grow show is the name of it. And I think he's out of LA. I'm not sure. He's on Pacific time. I will say that much. And I was over there.
Did you see Kilroy's comment? William can't get a word
Okay,
in
I'm gonna
edgewise,
shut up.
and he's the chattiest guy in LA.
I'm just gonna shut up now.
No, please.
No,
People
he's
know
busy right now. Look at him.
Okay, hold on. No, let's have a team meeting really quick. Everybody here has heard my stories.
Put her
15
hand
times.
in.
No, everybody here has heard my stories 15 times. We want to hear yours.
All right.
Everybody knows where I'm from, who I am. I've told the same story 75 times, and that's why Kilroy is keeping score, because Kilroy has heard them all.
Right.
All of my stories.
All right. We're gonna say 3, 2, 1. Yes. I don't know what were you supposed to say?
There you go.
William,
3, 2,
William,
1,
are you in? Are you in?
William, you gotta put your hand in.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Go team.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Go team.
Can you tell I did not play organized sports very long?
Man, do you know how I went? Oh, I had gate duty yesterday.
Oh gosh.
And it made it was a basketball game, and I really feel bad because we don't really have the most athletic kids at our school because we're really small. I mean, maybe 600 kids from kindergarten to 12th grade.
Yeah.
And
gonna have more faith
it really
in your kids.
made me miss basketball. Like I was just like, I just remember being under the basket, throwing my elbows around, beating up, boxing out all those girls.
I've never played
being
it.
a powerhouse down there. I really missed it.
I've got a great niece that plays basketball, and so I can catch her games on YouTube. And I'm sitting here trying to, debate as to whether or not I can watch basketball on YouTube, and that is such a struggle. I can watch it in person. I can get into it in person. No, on YouTube, no, can't do it.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I'm like that with the NFL. I would rather. I've gone to every kind of live sporting event you can think of in America.
Yeah.
For some reason, I need the announcers when it comes to football. I said it.
Well,
so
wear headphones
you've
with
been
you.
to golf, right?
Well, golf is different when you participate. You're just sloshed and driving around in a golf cart all day long. That's different.
Oh, okay.
There's
That's why I don't get into golf, because I've never been doing that.
There's like professional golfers and everybody else. I had a grandfather who was retired, and I would hang out with him, and I was basically the designated driver for him and his friends. Because they would get hammered. They were getting hammered.
Well, we have like Augusta. That's an hour and 15 minutes away from me. So I've always wanted to go when all the players were there.
I like Shablam's
That would be amazing.
I like Shablam's comment. I agree with that statement.
Mm-hmm.
I played sports in high school. I did too, but I'll never forget. I was in home ec, and the football coach walked in. He walked up to me. He's like, "Men do not play with sewing machines." Man, if he saw me now,
I was like, say, look at him now, coach.
But I played football though. I played football for a year. I just couldn't take the politics. So I played for one full year.
You just rebelled, and that's why you have so many sewing machines now.
No, it's not even that.
It is all that coach's fault.
No, I grew up in a house where my father was a tough guy, a Vietnam vet, and he had a Singer 404.
Yeah, no.
So it wasn't like there was never a stigma with sewing machines with me.
I'm just ready to make that coach feel bad for saying that to you.
So, William, do you have a tailor's clipper?
Do I have a what?
A tailor's clipper.
A tailor's clapper? That sounds like a dance move or
no,
order at a bar.
The answer is no.
Do you order that at a bar?
It's a piece of wood.
No, I do not. No.
You need
one of these in your life. Look how beautiful.
You have a tailor hand?
But I like the bigger ones. But
I can make that. I could make that in 10 seconds in this room. I have all the tools.
Do you have the right wood?
Yep. So iron and then put this on top, and it'll keep it really just.
It helps set the seam better.
It'll flatten the seam a little. It helps. It helps. Yeah.
I think little ones are the greatest one for playing sports. When my kids were young, I coached. See, I miss those days.
Yeah.
like t-ball and all of
Yes,
that.
I coached t-ball for my kid. Yeah,
Oh.
that was fun.
My
Bunch of 4
husband,
or 5-year-olds running around.
my husband,
Go to the
with all of his
ball.
years, my husband with his years of with years of baseball umpiring experience, he was talking baseball with somebody, and his one comment was, "Yeah, the younger the kid, the worse the parents."
Mm.
And that's usually how it runs.
Judy, we need to
Augusta's
meet
2
up.
hours from here.
2 hours. I'm an hour and a half. Look how close we are, girl. Absolutely.
That's right down the street.
Yeah.
Just let him be a pirate.
One quick little drive and we're together.
I am a swashbuckling pirate in a lot of ways. And for the record, my grandmother and my father were both professionals when it came to sewing. I'm just like, I literally close my eyes when I'm surging, and I'm just like, that seems like a seam. That seems like a seam there.
He's the kid that didn't crack the book and still aced the test.
I really wasn't. People were so shocked that I actually went to real college.
That makes me sick to think that.
I was.
I
And
had
those
to
are-
study.
I
But I was proud of my B's and C's. I was proud
And it
of
was
them.
my SAT where people looked at me and they were like, "You have not been applying yourself this entire time, young man."
I was like that in high school, but I was not like that in college.
William, cook. William, you need a cook.
You know what? In college, I did the Big Lebowski thing, and I found myself a little bit too much, and so I went on a quest. I found myself a little bit too much in college.
I never got to go on quests. I was too follow the rules kind of person.
I disappeared for 11 years, and I had all kinds of adventures.
I'm jealous. Jealous. Never got to do that.
See, I like following the rules, but then again, I would bend them every time I could. I'd find all the loopholes, and then I would be adventurous. But I never left for 11 years.
Yeah.
I have three clappers. Like three clappers.
If you can make them.
Judy is giving you a wish list, William, that is like 3 miles long. But you got to fill everybody else's first now. I'm just kidding.
She's behind me. I'm waiting on my trench coat.
I'm behind you, really. Then Judy. Judy's behind me. We're making your list for you, William.
Oh, please do. You know what? A long time ago,
You make sure you send him the list. He's not
I'm
there.
still proud of my brother. He's like one of the only people I've ever known to get kicked out of a little league game. And I know that's probably like 20 or 30 years ago, but it makes me laugh how insane people get with kid sports.
Mm-hmm.
My
You're
husband.
right.
So my
That's why
husband
you see signs everywhere.
He made the USA Today. He was calling a high school championship game, and the parents were getting out of control. He cleared the stands. They finished the championship game with nobody in the stands.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he made USA Today for clearing the stands for a championship.
Well, I mean, if people can't be respectful at a game, they
Yeah,
don't need to be there.
they
Can't
were
stand
losing
that.
their minds. And it was both teams.
Well, it's just the
Exactly.
immaturity of the parents. Just let the kids play.
The kids were actually really happy once the parents left.
And I noticed this about I used to go to a lot of comedy shows, and people would go to comedy shows and not say anything. And now people go to comedy shows and they try to fight the comedians.
Mm-hmm.
I think as society, we've changed.
Yeah.
Because we used to go to places and been like, okay, I'm just going to watch and not think that I'm part of the show, you know?
We were just happy to be there.
I've been to so many shows, it's not even funny. And as I get older, I'm just happy for the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Experiences are good.
I agree, Kilroy. Name tags is real.
Mm-hmm.
Here we call that the Disneyland prices. Like they'll say, "Oh, you're blah blah blah," and they add like, "Oh, you're in Beverly Hills, or you're here, or that," and it's like, you're just charging me more. I did college there, so no sports in college. When I got to college, I realized how much shorter I was than everybody.
Do you put tags in all your clothes? Like made by?
No, but I'm going to because I saw this like this one documentary that almost made me cry about this person who had like a lifetime of clothes that they made, and all their clothes came back to them because they had tags on it.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I'm gonna tag everything I own. I just need to figure out what I want my design to be. I'm gonna tag everything.
That'd be amazing.
It's gonna take me a couple years to tag everything I've made. If you think about it, in the past 2 or 3 years, I've made something every other day, basically, or worked on something that's taken me less than a week.
It's gonna be great.
I have a jacket in my closet I need to finish.
I don't know.
It's only been going for 2 years. Something like that. If I don't finish it by Halloween this year, it'll be 3 years. Oh.
I'm never gonna lie. My age gives me the right. Okay, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. My grandmother would do this, and she would cut in line. I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's in her 90s. I'm so sorry. My grandmother was so rude to people, and she was like the polite police when I was a little kid. But when she got in her 80s and 90s, she would literally cut in line.
So now she's saying, because of her age and because her birthday's in March, I didn't forget that she needs to be ahead of us. What? It's okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna like demote her from
just don't moderator. Do it all the way. Like just make it half. Just whatever. Make it Fast and Furious, and
he's
we take Paul Walker. We take Paul Walker serious here. Excuse me. Where I live, I'm not even saying that to be funny. Paul Walker's a legend on my side of town. It's really sad. He was a nice guy. He was a nice guy, and he would hang out somewhere near my area, and he was actually nice to anyone who came within 5 feet of him.
How are you doing with the ironing?
I'm actually almost done. I'm going to start my pants after this. Because I'm going to have to fold this over and pull my patterns out and everything. I'll do that after soon, but I will have it done very soon. I'm starting to get into Brawls of School Kids. If you start getting into Brawls of School Kids games, you either got to have a couple of drinks before you lighten up or take a few smoke breaks during the game.
Yeah.
Somebody recently reshared an old JCPenney commercial. I think it was JCPenney from like way back when. And they were offering the option to ship items. And the commercial was that they can ship their pants. So on the commercial talking about that they can ship their pants. So you said something about doing something with your pants, and I'm just thinking, William, can you ship them? I'm so sorry. My mind just went off. I fell on track.
You're in the right place.
We're squirrels.
I am the definition of, hey, look, there's a squirrel. And for the record, Shalom, I have stools and grabber arms everywhere. Everywhere. My son recently bought a grabber arm at the Dollar Tree. I was like, I'm so proud of you. Welcome to the 5-something club.
Wow.
I love my grabber arms. I have every kind you could possibly think of, from metal ones, cheap plastic ones.
And then I'm the person that gets on chairs. And even in my classroom, all my chairs have wheels. And so I'm like, okay, I can do this. And I'll get up on the chair and I'll just kind of skate across while I'm trying to get something really high. That's always fun. But I'm dangerous.
I'm the person that I actually have a stepladder that was dedicated to my studio. My husband has now walked off with it, and it is in the garage. And so tomorrow he might be going to go get it because I'm tired of.
I would just find tall people to help me.
No, I bought a stepladder specifically for my studio. It should be marked with my name on it.
Absolutely.
I have a professional. It's a professional stepladder for painters. I use that thing for everything. It's just aluminum.
Yeah.
This is like one of those. This is like one of those. It's like you can be up to 500 pounds or something. So when I pull a box off the shelf, I don't have to worry about how heavy it is.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be fine. Like, it's not going to, me and the box are not going to weigh over the limit of the step ladder. That was my thought.
You know what? My mom lives in a different house, and she calls me and she's like, I need your help. And I go over there, and it's literally to grab a coffee cup or to grab something. Like, I'm not kidding you. That's how short my mother is. That's how short.
But she just wanted to see you for the day.
Yeah.
Also, when, like, because I built her kitchen and I built mine, and, like, you have to keep people into consideration. I built everything at my height. And she's shorter than me. And so she literally has to get on stools and stuff to, like, and I'm not that tall.
Mm.
My hubby is 6'2" and always hits his head on the fan. I just stand under it. You know, I didn't understand what tall was until, like, I know people that are 6'7", 6'8". They have to duck to come in my house.
Mm-hmm.
I love my painter's step. Look.
Hey, I know my boundaries, and if I hurt myself, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah,
I won't go to the school and say, "Oh, I
you
need
won't go to the
something."
school and complain.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to the school and complain.
Oh man, I'll tell you, like,
I mean, we're doing heavy totes above my head. Like, yes.
That's like me. I got hurt at work one time, and this doctor kept on saying, "You have to put on workman's comp. You have to put on workman's comp." And I was like, I would be paying myself. Get out of here. Just tell me what I have to pay. Like, I'm not reporting anything.
Yeah, there was only one time that I had to report something to workman's comp. We were playing dodgeball outside, and it was still, like, the dew was still on the ground, and I fell hard, and I hurt my wrist or arm or something like that because I was trying to catch myself. And my little, like, I almost blacked out. I hit so hard, but my team still won.
I've only had one workman's comp too. I was moving shelves, and they sent me to workman's comp because I tore up my back.
Yeah.
And then, of course, workman's comp kicked me out after 6 weeks. They're like, "You should be better now. We're done."
If I ever did workman's comp, it'd be against myself, and it'd be pointless.
Like, I didn't want it. I was
I'm
like,
just sue myself.
Tell them to be my
I
patient.
just wanted Tylenol.
Oh goodness. Right? They couldn't figure out how to fix my back after that.
Absolutely, Shablam. I'll have to try that in the future.
Payback for making your cabinets too high. Yes, it is.
Making her cabinets too high. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
I will get these 19 blocks.
So many things that we're not covered up with them.
Ollie,
They're all right there with you. The list is long.
Hey, Ollie. Just seriously, if you try that in my line, you'd immediately.
Yeah. They will buy me a stepladder if I wanted one, but I just haven't asked for one yet.
You need to ask for one.
I pretty much get whatever I want because no one spends money.
Then you need to get one because we need you here. So
Of course.
you have obligations.
I have.
So it's going in this direction, but
Okay. Is that solid one? Is that the center?
well, I just ironed the creases. Now that I'm looking at the orange, I see need to iron the orange, but I want to make the pants, so I'll be back.
But that's the jacket, right?
No, that's the
It'll be
pants.
the front of it.
Oh,
That's
is it?
yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
One side to the other. Yeah,
I will get a step stool, and I will put a picture on the interwebs when I get it, so that you guys all know that I'm being safe at school.
Have one of your students take a picture of you up on the ladder, up on the step ladder, to prove that you have it.
My daughter will. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
No, my kids would take my phone and run because they're like, "Yes, let's go put on a dance song," and like they would, yeah, they take my computer and we dance a lot just because I'll put on songs.
goodness.
So I'll get my microphone out and start singing. It's great. Yeah,
So you have the little hellions. Okay, gotcha.
I have 4th graders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're hellions at that age.
they're amazing. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, ouch, Shalom. Yeah,
That was
no,
nice,
that's reportable.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Ollie's here. Hi, Ollie.
Hey, Ollie,
Yeah,
Baba.
yeah.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it finished.
I have ADD sewing today. I'm doing 2 projects at once, but I knew the pants were only going to take like 5 minutes. So I'm trying to get all the steps done because it's a
I love
lot.
big squares and I cannot lie. Absolutely.
I'm glad somebody can sing.
They're the quilts that catch my eye. I forgot to sing the rest of it.
You know what? Shout out to my friend's mom. She still tells the story. We were going to Disneyland and everybody was playing their music. We had Walkmans. This is how old I am. And they asked me, they're like, William, what's in your tape? I handed them my tape. It was Sir Mix-a-Lot.
It's a lot. I remember. Oh man,
I'm aging myself. I am really aging myself.
whenever that tape came out, I remember having that tape. We sang that constantly.
Oh, I love it.
I am at a charter school, so it's neither. I mean, it's public, but they need it's a lottery system to get in, so it's an alternative, and you don't have to pay to go there. So
It's the posh public.
it's the posh public. Yeah, that's where I am.
I have got something that William will find adorable.
Oh, adorable.
Adorable.
Oh, what is that?
It was the case that my Walkman used to stay in.
Oh, I miss those days.
It has 2 zipper pockets. It had a belt loop strap.
Oh.
And it even has like a hole for your headphones. Your headphones can come out.
Oh, look at you.
So I need the Velcro fabric that's inside it. I don't know why I've hung on to this for so long. It's the Conductor series, whatever that means. But I'm going to take it apart and use the Velcro fabric in here because I need the Velcro fabric. So it's going to get repurposed.
That's awesome. I love stuff like that. I absolutely love stuff.
He was just talking about Walkmans, and I had cassette tapes. Somebody played I had a cassette tape of Alan Jackson, and I had the Judds.
Mm-hmm.
My parents fully supported country music. But radio played one of the songs from the Judds tape the other day, and I was, oh my gosh, remember every word. Oh, those are collector items. I'm taking it apart anyway. I need it.
I do that.
If somebody's got another one, I actually could use some more because I need the Velcro fabric. I need the fabric that you can stick the Velcro to.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things I have to repurpose this year that there's like a ton of stuff I don't want to get rid of. Bags I need to fix. I have an old Singer bag I need to fix. A while ago, I bought a leather Singer bag that, people would carry their sewing machines with. I thought it was rare. I thought it was the rarest thing on earth. I found a few.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was more rare just to find one in the condition that I found it in because it was perfect. I had even Walkman, bought it. I loved my Walkman. Some of the greatest memories I have is walking home from junior high, listening to the radio on my Walkman.
Yeah, I remember I was it was a first grade or kindergarten when my dad got me one for my birthday. I was young. I remember.
My problem, Molly Baba, because they're saying I suggest you look up what they go for to collectors. Velcro is cheaper. I don't doubt it, but I want this specific type of fabric that this is, and I don't know what it's called. So if you want to send me a link to whatever the specific fabric is, I will absolutely look it up and see if that's affordable for me. Because I need to make 2 bags, and they both need to have that Velcro stuff on inside. It's not actually Velcro.
Mm-hmm.
I need stuff that Velcro will stick to.
Are those your pants?
Yes, but the inside is that weird Kraken color because I have way more. This is the actual color of what the pants are going to be.
I love that color. That's like a mint color looking to me.
It reminds me of the Seattle Kraken. I made a hoodie.
Yeah, I got your
I have to
reference with that
find
one.
it.
Yeah.
I have to find. I made a hoodie of this color, and I spent half the day cleaning, and all day I was looking. I found everything except for the hoodie I was looking for.
Somebody took it. Somebody
You
came
are
in, saw it, and took it.
Unless there's a real life clothes gremlin, no one's taking any. I feel if anyone ever broke in my house, they would break their ankle. I'm a hoarder. Try to get in a windowsill in my house. I dare you. I dare you.
Oh, they walked right through the front door.
That's the old. There's only like, and I was raised by a Vietnam veteran, so my house is locked down.
Oh, they were talking about the Walkman. I don't have the Walkman anymore. I don't think. I think I finally did get rid of that. I do still have. I have a CD player that I put in my car, and it has a remote control on it, so you could remote control skip songs, and you wouldn't have to look at it while you were driving. So that's what I still have. That I still have my CD player with the remote control.
Man, it is cold in here.
My room's cold too.
I gotta go grab my blanket in a second. I'm just a tender snowflake today.
I was watching the news today, and we have severe weather warnings because it's in the 40s and 50s. And some lady from Oklahoma was like, "Oh, you Californians, we laugh at you."
I was like, they're about to get an ice storm.
And I was like, "You're on the news thing." It made me laugh, but it's true.
Yeah, my parents are scheduled to get all of that too.
All of your fruit trees, they're gonna be blooming soon, right?
We've had perpetual sunshine and 70-degree days.
Shoot.
Our plants have no idea what to do. I'm not kidding you. We just had fall.
Hibernation yet.
We just had fall 2 weeks ago.
They need to stratify.
Yeah.
Those
poor plants. Yeah. He says he doesn't have a tag on it. He'll never get it back.
I know. He'll never find it. It's gone forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or mint jacket.
This way, it's just me.
I'm trying not to sing all the songs that get stuck in my head during the stream.
Oh, come on. You got time to sing. We don't mind.
I mean, we're here for the entertainment. If you're not going to entertain us, what are we doing?
We're entertaining ourselves, according to Hillary.
Aw.
Phone call between Jess and Tammy.
He'll never have both of us on ever again together.
I know, right?
I'm actually getting sewing done tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe he will.
Yeah, he will. He'll be like, I need to sew. We need Jess and Tammy. Yep. He just needs to get one of us that we can scroll down. Hey, is that possible?
I don't know.
On your side? Or do you have to be the host?
You might have to be the host. I don't know.
Hold on, let me get my scissors before I forget. Let me get my chair for this one. Hold on, I'm gonna need a gold star.
I don't see a way to scroll.
No.
I would just like to say. Oh, let's catch up with the chat real quick before I go off.
I know he didn't even hear what we were talking about.
Yeah, because we're sitting here, chattering away without him.
So I would just like to say that today is day 4 of my no buy, no sewing machine buy.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Today is National Spaghetti Day. Do you know that not a single person that I know was having spaghetti except now my husband? That is it.
I told you why I couldn't have spaghetti.
I know, because you had pizza.
No,
and everybody else had pizza.
I didn't have pizza. I need to make homemade sauce.
Oh, you remember something else too? I did something that I've never done. I don't even know why. I just ordered it. I did something today and it wasn't that bad.
What is it?
I ate pineapple on pizza.
Oh,
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I got bored because I didn't feel like cooking. I didn't feel like leaving. And to that one person who left, they're probably like unsubbed this man.
We don't care about them. So
Rita made spaghetti and Alibaba had pasta. Okay,
amazing.
so I don't feel too bad.
So how are you feeling? How are you feeling about day 4? Going 4 days without buying fabric and sewing machines.
I'm doing life-changing stuff here in the house of sewing. I'm cleaning my house. I'm eating pineapple on pizza. I'm making a quilty jacket. Life-changing stuff here in the house of sewing.
It feels like you're clear. Like you're not as muffled. I don't know.
Maybe the shakes have stopped.
Oh.
I haven't made the video yet. I am going to full on play it up. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to be in the fetal position crying in my video. Like, I'm fine. Oh, I'm not fine. Like,
that's going to be great. Yeah.
Carol, I love
it. So day 4, William has been marked safe from buying sewing machines and fabric. Just everyone else, a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're doing amazing. I'm proud of you.
I want to get to the pineapple. I did today. Mm-hmm. I did have pasta. Mm-hmm. Okay, and another thing, I have not had pineapple on pizza since I was a child. And and I hear online all the time people are like, "Oh, pineapple." People, there's this grand debate. It's food.
Did you have anything besides pineapple? Did you have ham?
Yeah, it had ham on it.
Yeah.
Bacon's really good with it too. We know you like bacon.
Oh, I told him, give me the works.
Just give it.
We're not here forever.
Works. Yes. I'm waiting for you to get to
clog my arteries while you still can. Absolutely.
I'm waiting for you to get to it.
He's pregnant. I am. Yes, Shalom. If I am pregnant, I'm gonna join the circus. I'm gonna quit all of this and join the circus. I'm gonna go on a tour around America. Whistle stop.
He's gonna make millions. He's gonna have to share it with us. He's gonna have to share it
as your manager.
And I'm gonna sing the Chattahoochee song.
Grilled fresh pineapple. Ooh,
that is good. I've been to so many Italian restaurants.
I love shish kebabs. It's I'm so weird, and so I decided to change my style today. And I like it. There's so much. 5 or 6 years ago when I first got on the internet, this was one of the compelling arguments I would always hear, and I'm like, man, we have no lives. But here it is, 5 years later, I can actually say, as a grown man, I love pineapple on pizza. I don't know why people are such haters.
Well, you were at one time, weren't you?
Yes. And as a true flip-flopper, I am now endorsing my candidate, pineapple on pizza.
I could never get my husband to eat it. Oh my gosh, I totally go on your face.
I was sweating in Walmart, but that's because I wore too many layers. I thought it was going to be way colder outside, and it was
because it was almost 50.
Well, then I get outside and it's 68, almost 70 degrees, and so it's hot outside. And then I get into Walmart and they had the heaters on, and I had a thermal under a sweatshirt, and I'm like, oh Lord, and my hat on, and I'm like, oh man, I look nervous, even though I wasn't, because I kept on going like this, like. But I promise you, Walmart, loss prevention. I'm not pregnant or nervous.
At 9 a.m. we hit our high today of like 29. Or no, yeah, 29. It's 20
Did it
now.
ever snow there?
11. Yeah, it started snowing. The roads are not clear right now, so I couldn't leave if I wanted to. Well, I could technically, but I'm not going to risk it. Not going to do it. No point.
Well, it's 26 degrees right now.
That's not bad.
Yeah. This is why I'm cold.
It's probably cold here. Alexa,
but it's warmer than it was yesterday.
What's the temperature right now?
Right now, it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
That is not cold, William.
I have a fan on in this room. I have a fan on me right now.
30 degrees warmer than me. Goodbye.
I would love to have a 1936 featherweight.
Absolutely.
That would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
I'm not at that price, but it would be fantastic. You're maybe not for it.
Pineapple helps scrubs fat from your stomach. Okay, but this is the same thing that people said about avocados. Well, no, pineapples do help scrub fat. But my whole life, people are like, avocados a healthy fat. As somebody who's been eating avocados their whole life, it's a healthy fat, but it makes you bigger. Avocados, like.
Well, I mean, you can't be a glutton with it, but yeah.
As a glutton.
That's probably.
So you took it too far. You took it too far.
He enjoyed it too much.
He's enjoyed.
No, Camden did not want my food. Yeah.
I live in a place where they grow pineapple. I'm so sorry. Where they grow avocados, so they're cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm jealous. We don't grow food here.
And like if you drive towards the beach on my side, but I live more in north side of LA County. They're selling the food on all the edges of all the farms. They have stands, and it's amazing. It's the food's just better.
Well, good, Terry. Now you're paying for not going to my live this morning and getting hungry with everybody talking about pizza this morning. That was bad. I was so hungry.
I understand this.
Okay. I'm not even though people say this, they are a snob. I'm not a snob. I will drink any kind of coffee. Even though I drink bougie coffee, I'll drink instant coffee.
No, it's like gasoline.
Oh, my ex-father-in-law, he was a real tough guy. And he would drink that stuff, and I got hooked on that stuff because I'd hang out with him a lot. And I got hooked on instant coffee.
But how much cream and sugar did you put in it?
I would put a lot on. I didn't like it until I was like this. So
See, so it doesn't matter what level or grade of coffee it is. As long as you put enough cream and sugar in it to cover the taste, we're good.
But I like it. It has to be strong, too.
Yeah. See, I'm a connoisseur. I like to taste the coffee, not the sugar and the cream.
I don't drink coffee at all.
That is not fresh. I do not buy anything canned. I'm spoiled by that too because I live in an area where I can go buy a full head of lettuce, cabbage, kale, like literally down the street, or like go to work and do the same. Fresh carrots, all kinds of stuff. Corn. I can't remember the last time I bought corn from the grocery store.
Yeah,
I know. I go to the farmer's market every fall, and that's where I get my corn.
It's 65 here. I'm getting
corn. Y'all, I don't mind. Like somebody said that it was 18 or something, so it was like colder than it is here. But that would absolutely be fine if it wasn't for the humidity. Like the snow that's coming has totally got our humidity jacked up. It's like 92% right now. That's what's killing me right now. Like that, the cold doesn't bother me, but the humidity absolutely kills me.
I understand.
Same. I couldn't live anywhere where it's extremely humid. Well, I could, but it would take me a while to get used to it.
This is like rare here, thankfully.
I realized I did a job in Texas. I was a scab where people were striking at a military plant, and I got paid money because I know metal work. I got paid money to just literally go to a machine and do this. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But it was humid in February in Texas.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could never live here. I could never.
Alabama and Mississippi are far worse than Texas. I mean, I've lived on the coast. They're far worse than Texas. And normally it's not humid here, but it's humid right now. Freaking hell. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't like visiting Florida when I did one time. It was just in your face like a curtain. Yeah. I couldn't do that. It's not like that in North Carolina all the time.
Not all the time, yeah.
Yeah, all the time. I have to preface that, yes. There's sometimes I feel like, oh.
You guys are talking about coffee again. So have you ever had Death Wish coffee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't drink it. So I don't drink coffee, so I don't know. I know somebody who used to drink that.
Certain coffee is, and it's also how you filter it. It's also what you mix it with. Coffee is funny that way. I'm one of those people who I've been drinking coffee since I was a child, and it still grabs me. I'm like, boop, I'm awake.
It doesn't do that to me. I could drink cups and cups and cups. I'll stay awake, but it doesn't. I don't feel that jolt or anything. Mm-mm.
I'm addicted to coffee. Shalom's coming and me laugh about. Shalom's like, I'm a coffee snob. I'll drink 7-Eleven coffee. I'll go to
I don't like sugar in mine either.
He'll go to the police station and get police station coffee and tell you it's good.
I'll go to AA meeting. I don't care if they have coffee.
It's been sitting in the coffee pot for like 12 hours. It's burnt. It's thick. It's like a syrup, but I'll drink it.
You know what? A lot of that.
I won't touch it.
When I was a kid, my pops was in this organization called the Lost Patrol. And it was the 80s. And so it was a bunch of Vietnam vets. And they would go to Vietnam and they would bring back deserters. They would bring back people who were prisoners of war, let go, and they never came home. But they were also bikers and they smoked a gajillion cigarettes and they drank coffee.
That was
as a little kid, I have this fond memory of sitting in smoky rooms and drinking crappy coffee. Hey, Sylvia. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I mean, that was a Saturday morning routine. My dad would walk in and I could see he was smoking. So I could see like the little cigarette. And I know he was there and he's like, Jess, cartoon time. And I'm like, okay. And then he'd grab like one of those Tupperware sippy cups and fill it just like 1/3 full of coffee and the rest with milk and some sugar. And we just sit there and watch cartoons until the rest of my family got up. It was great. It was great.
My routine was watching Matlock with my dad and stealing Dad's popcorn while whenever he looked away.
I love that whole era. I used to watch Matlock with my parents.
Perry Mason.
Same. I watched the original when I lived in Oregon. It made me appreciate that show because I had rabbit ears and I'd watch it every day before work. Every day before work.
Oh, my husband was talking to somebody the other day that apparently his dad, they lived in a one-room house, didn't have indoor plumbing, didn't have electricity, but they did have a radio. And apparently in Montana, on the reservation, they listened to SEC football. So this dude grew up with the stories from his dad about how SEC football is amazing. So he's from Montana, never lived in the South in his life. And he and my husband are swapping stories about SEC football. I'm just sitting there going, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about traveling is that you meet people and you have things in common in the weirdest way. When I started going to like sci-fi cons, I would meet people and they're like, you're into Star Trek? And I'm like, come with me, my friend. I speak the same language that you do. Doctor Who, Stargate. I went to a Stargate con and they walked in. They're like, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you. They were just like, thank you so much for showing up.
So Rita, when I make my Vietnamese coffee, it has chicory in it. It's a little bit stronger.
I that's one thing. I think because I've been drinking coffee most of my life, I do prefer strong coffee. Like where I'm from, we call it iced tea. I will not drink coffee that looks like iced tea.
Oh, okay.
I will drink iced tea.
No, I don't want. It has to be dark, bold, rich. Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm addicted to British mystery cop shows. Shalom. Mitch is on YouTube. All the old John Thaw shows. Oh man, Inspector Morris, Inspector Waxford. I watch all of that stuff on YouTube. Full episodes. And a bunch of British mystery, like in America, we used to have Tuesday night movie, Wednesday night movie. They had the same thing in the UK, and I love watching those old movies.
I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck I did. I'm missing a row on one of my blocks.
Oh,
I do that all the time while streaming. You know what's funny, Alibaba? I had to stop myself yesterday. Actually, it was my son. Shout out to my son at Walmart who was like, "Do you need Welcome Back, Carter? Do you need it?" I was like, "No, just keep walking. I don't."
just tell him I'm not buying sewing machines and fabric. Yes, I do.
But like, I've purchased every show that I've watched. I
Right.
watched that show kind of, but it wasn't like my go-to. I watched it because it was on Nickelodeon.
Gotcha.
Oh, Sylvia, I totally understand where you're going with that. Absolutely. It's hard. It's difficult. You're off in a foreign land.
Oh, it's like when I travel, all the like, I'm not kidding you. Between the people at the Las Vegas Goodwill and Starbucks, they're like, if you said the brown guy in the cowboy hat, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy. I know that guy," because I go there all the time.
Oh, you're back again. Yes, I am. Same order, please.
They think I live there. It's weird when on my last trip, this young lady at the Goodwill was like, "I'm glad to see that local people are starting to take interest in this Goodwill," and I'm like, I just shook my like, smiling way, boys, just smiling.
I just need a permanent address, and I could be a local.
Oh, I can't live without strong coffee. I was at Walmart today making life decisions because I didn't get coffee yesterday. My dog started their concert. Do you know that's one thing? I have a neighbor who has a reason. I don't know what they've done, but they went and got help for their dog. I am so appreciative. I appreciate that because they went and got professional help. I can tell because their dog would bark 24 hours a day, and it was a big dog.
Are you sure it was 24 hours or was it 23?
I don't sleep 24 hours a day.
I'm sorry.
Morse is I love Inspector Morse. I like the old school dry British cop shows where at the end it's no one ever pulls a weapon out. It's a high-speed chase and then someone's like, "I admit I did everything." That is the end of every British cop show. Or it's like some tense conversation. They're like, "All right, I did it. I admitted I did it." Not this hotel.
No, I'm sorry.
Canadians always have lots of British shows because of the Commonwealth. I grew up with a satellite and cable, so I grew up watching a lot of like Channel 4 and BBC shows. Remember the 4:30 in the afternoon movie on Channel 7? We had after school specials.
After school specials.
When I was a kid,
yes.
I must have missed that memo.
Oh.
The 30-minute drive from school or something. I don't know.
And look, mine came on 3 hours before yours did.
Oh, y'all crack me up.
They don't cater to kids. Like, in a weird way, television the entire afternoon, but you know, the internet exists.
Everything's on demand now. You type
True.
it up, boom, it's right there.
True.
Absolutely.
So true.
Yeah.
I mean, kids have their own Netflix profiles, and what are we talking about?
I had a big water machine, holds 5 gallons of water with a Keurig. Oh, with Keurig in it.
Oh.
And we drank that Folger Silk or something like that. It's extremely strong.
Oh, I need one.
You know what? I bought one of those like baskets for the Keurig, and I just stuff a bunch of espresso in there.
Oh, when you make your own?
It worked for a while, but it's just not strong enough. Twin, it's just not strong enough.
No, I don't use a Keurig anymore. It's just sitting in the utility room that we have in the house. But
Keurig is really good for. If you're not going to use it for coffee, use it for hot chocolate.
See, I have. I guess when I do hot chocolate at school again, I'll bring that so I can do 2 at a time.
My son has rediscovered my Keurig, so I'm glad it has a new life.
because usually I just bring my electric kettle to school and then I'll make all the hot chocolate with like 10,000 marshmallows. That's the only way the kids will drink it.
Of course.
I'm in my 40s. That's the only way I'll drink it. Hand up, high teeth, hand up high.
That's how
So
my husband drinks it too.
when I make them hot chocolate, usually, I get a crock pot, fill it up with milk, make my whole, I'll make the hot chocolate. And I go, okay, here's your cup. Go fill up the marshmallows first. These kids bring me a full cup of marshmallows. It's like, I just need to borrow marshmallows next time. Absolutely. I think it's funny.
Around here, people, one of the main reasons people sue each other where I live is because of dogs. So if there's a dog off of a leash,
oh yeah,
it's a fist fight where I live. Like, I'm not kidding you. If you look it up, it's probably one of the number one reasons people sue each other where I live is because of dogs. Or if they, like, it's always something that's dog related.
Yeah. I like mastiffs too. I had Great Danes growing up, Shalom. So I can relate with you. They have such a great personality.
I still watch Lawrence Welk, but I had to stop watching a lot of that stuff because it gave me an unrealistic view of life in general. Mm-hmm. Like I went through this phase of watching the Carol Burnett show, and I was like, I need to watch something like depressing for a minute because this is just way too.
My husband watches that, and I'm just, I know when he's been watching that because of the stuff he says. Mm-hmm. I would love to have a Mastiff as my next service dog. That would be fantastic, but it's probably going to be a Pyrenees.
Yeah. Oh, I want a Great Pyrenees one day too, but I want a little farm for it to be on.
I need a big dog. My next dog needs
or land, but yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Poor TV didn't get show anything other than a TV equivalent of saltless mashed potatoes.
You guys are getting me through this cold.
Free concert at my house.
William sure isn't doing any selling right now.
I'm trying to get to the chat. Okay.
Yeah, the chat's gonna keep going. You know that.
No TV when I was growing up. Do you know what's so funny? TV and movies shaped who I was. Like I read a lot of books, but I watched a ton of television as a child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, they are. Well, they're Mastiffs and Danes are in the same.
They're the same family, like the part of the tree.
Mm. Yeah, same family.
See, well, Great Danes, they have their ears cropped because they used to hunt boars.
Yeah,
back in the day.
They don't crop them all the time now. No. I like a Dane without its ears cropped.
Yeah, I do too. My first Great Dane had his ears cropped. He was so beautiful.
Well, if I get a Great Dane now, the problem is my husband gets to get his Great Dane before I get one, so that the Danes are off the table unless my husband gets a Dane first.
Yeah, I want a Harlequin colored or a blue.
A what?
A Harlequin colored one or a blue?
Yeah,
because I've had
his last one was a blue.
Mm-hmm.
And at 6 months, the dog passed away from bad breeding.
Yeah.
And my husband worked at the sheriff's office, so he was able to go send it off for necropsy or whatever the heck for the the autopsy for animals. He was able to send it off for that, and able to get his money back and get the breeder shut down.
Yeah.
Because
Shalom and the Irish Wolfhound, I've seen them. I don't know. I can take and leave an Irish Wolfhound. I don't know. Maybe the owner didn't keep it very well. It just looked really scraggly to me.
They are kind of scraggly, but it's kind of like a scraggly version of a greyhound.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan of greyhounds either.
I'm not a big fan of greyhounds, but Irish Wolfhounds, they kind of can be majestic. Mm. And if I had one as a service dog, that would be, it'd be walking around and it would look majestic because, it'd be my dog.
I actually lived with a rescued greyhound that was rescued from a racetrack. Shakiest dogs alive.
Yeah.
They're like on drugs. They're just
They were bred to run and just run. So they don't know how to not run.
They don't know how to be dogs.
Mm-mm. They
The
were
only
never
reason we
taught
got
how to
the
be
dog,
dogs.
the only reason we got the dog is because we had property where it could run around like a fool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only reason
kind of what you need. You need to let it relax. Giant lap puppies. I've
Yeah, absolutely they are.
seen Irish Wolfhounds in movies.
are those
Love them in movies.
are those the dogs that are the size of people?
They're
The
pretty
Irish
big.
Wolfhounds?
They're about as big as Stains. Yeah.
I don't go on Twitter. I do not go on Twitter or Instagram like I used to, but I used to watch those videos because I was like, is this real? Is this animal real? You see some lady sitting next to a dog, and I'm like, is that real? Because I question everything on the internet now.
There's so much AI out there.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Hi,
3,
Sherry. I haven't said
4.
hi to you today. So how are you doing?
Oh, hi, Sherry.
Sherry, hello.
Yes, it's mashed potato. As a wolf house with a wire hair look, but they are very short. Yeah, they can be. So can Pyrenees.
You know what? After owning Cleophas, I don't know if I can own another dog that sheds a bunch either.
They're gonna live
I am kind of worried about the shedding part with the Pyrenees. My last big shedder was a husky, hence the Siberian wind. And it took probably 4 years after he passed away, or that we stopped finding his hair everywhere.
Yeah.
It took forever.
The first Great Dane we owned was he was a $150, and he was a runt in his family. His dad was 220 and his mom was 200.
Dang.
Yeah. His dad was like grand champion of or his grandfather was grand champion of something. I don't know. So he had papers.
Oh,
yeah.
A show. That's a big Lebowski line. Show dog with
he was a show dog.
Yeah.
So we had to treat him like royalty. I was like, oh, you stupid animal.
one of the I had a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, just over 1,000 square foot house that I was renting out. And one of my renters had 2 Danes, a male and a female. They were named Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh.
Yeah, they were bred. Yeah, chase off wolves. Yeah. I do want a bigger dog as my next dog.
But your puppy, when you showed him today, I was like, he is so adorable.
He is adorable.
Absolutely.
You haven't seen him, have you, William?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Hang on.
Oh,
yay!
My service on 20 years was with Akita. Wolf. Aw. Do you know? I had a neighbor. I used to walk a Chow Chow. When they love you, they're your best friend. When they don't like you, they are the worst dogs on planet.
So for
close in contact to one.
For reference, one of the training tools that I used when he was a puppy to help me teach him to pick up and bring things to me was an empty Dr. Pepper bottle. Okay, this is gold.
Look at him. Isn't he adorable? Hey, buddy. What's his name? I forgot.
His name is Paladin.
Is that like the cowboy? Are you naming him after the Gunsmoke cowboy?
The Have Gun Will Travel. No, I didn't initially. I didn't know about that until after the fact.
Oh.
But this guy trusts me. I can basically do anything I want to do with him.
Yes.
With his fluffy ears and everything else.
Aww.
So I'll send him back out. But
I listen to a lot of 1950s radio. So the second I heard Paladin made me think of driving to Vegas.
Everybody want to see him.
Aww.
Yeah, if I leave him in here, he's going to keep playing with the Dr. Pepper bottle.
Yeah. I accidentally left my room open today. And I went to take a shower, and I was the only one here because Olivia went driving, and so did the other 2 family members went with her. I came back in here. She had tore apart so many things. I about killed her. I had a chow chow.
I had a chow chow that like she She protected me, and if you got anywhere near me, she would try to fight people.
Mm.
Well,
so I like chow chows, but they're very territorial.
Yeah.
He will not. He's the shy dog until he knows you, and then when he knows you, he will literally, if he's like, he sees one of my friends at a couple of the quilt places I go or whatever, he knows when we show up to a place that I go to quilt, so he knows he's going to see friends. He will start screaming in the car, waiting, so excited to get out and go see them.
Yeah.
So yeah. But if he doesn't know you, he will absolutely bark his head off. He will scare you with his bark.
I had a dog like yours growing up, Tammy. His name was Rex. Oh.
Yeah. I was looking for a name that meant guardian or champion. And paladin literally means guardian or champion of the cause.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I picked the name.
Where did all of my pin cushions go?
Not in your seat.
Time for a new one. All right.
Yeah, fuzzy puppy. I wouldn't want anybody saying that either, Rita.
Oh man, my house reeks of candles. It's beautiful.
You just need that one that I showed you. You'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Judy. Thank you so much.
Judy.
Oh, good night, Judy.
I'll see you around.
Have a good one.
I hated it when people called her fuzzy puppy. I actually hated that too about the chow chow.
My husky got the name of Fluff Butt. That was his nickname, was Fluff Butt. Because he was super fluffy.
Aww.
I am missing something.
Never went for anyone, her friends in and out of the house. Aww. I think Bogey was just crazy.
1, 2.
Yeah, I named a female after Humphrey Bogart. Judge me. I was a kid. I was a little kid. Everybody asked me 1,000 times. They were like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Bogey is the dog's name."
See you around the block, Judy. I love it. That's funny. All right.
Broadway. I love that. Oh, the dogs. Aww.
All right. Next row.
All right, I'm going to finish these pants. I'll be back at it on Monday. Judy, I'll be back at it on Wednesday as well.
Yeah. I was like, yes.
Should I be evil? Should I be evil or not?
Yes.
Are you going to ship your pants, William?
Where should I ship them? Should I just put a stamp on it? Like, do you know, when I used to watch Garfield as a kid, okay? Garfield would constantly put a stamp on Nurble's head and try to send Nurble to Abu Dhabi.
Absolutely.
I remember that.
That would never work. Even as a kid, I'm like, can you mail a cat to a foreign country?
Well, they used to mail kids back in the day.
Yeah, you used to be able to ship your kid.
Mm-hmm. The U.S. Postal Service. Surprised they got where they needed to be.
Did you know that they did not do home delivery until the Civil War?
Really? Well, they would all go to like a store, like a
they would all go to a central location, and one of the mail delivery guys got so sick of seeing all the women there waiting for news of their boyfriends or husbands. So he started delivering all the mail to their homes so they wouldn't be sitting there hearing everybody else's sad news and hoping for good news for their own. So, yeah, he started home delivery. And I think it started in Pennsylvania, maybe.
Mm-hmm. That pulls at my heartstrings. Absolutely.
Yeah. It broke my heart when I heard it.
Yeah.
And there was a video gosh, I think it was the 1950s or 1960s when they came out with zip codes.
Mm.
And there's actually a formula for the zip codes. There's like a video out on YouTube.
Yeah, there is.
Where they were singing the video. They're singing the zip code thing. Yeah.
I think I have a different zip code song stuck in my head.
I have no idea what zip code song you're talking about, William.
Ludacris and Nate Dogg have an area code song.
That is totally not relevant because that is so new compared to the video. They were not thought of.
Where I live, it is confusing when it comes to area codes. And people are snobby about area codes too. It's the funniest thing. Well, they'll make sure their cell phone is in a certain area, even though they don't live in it, because they want to seem like they live in Beverly Hills.
I live in a state with one zip code now, or with one area code. Sorry.
Oh, really? Your whole state is one area code?
Yeah.
The town next to me is a different zip code.
I think maybe Rhode Island might still be one zip code state.
Yeah.
Or Vermont, but Wyoming is still a one area code state.
Vermont could be close.
I think, Rita, 1963, the zip codes for sure. I think so. So that would be 61 years ago, something like that.
So I Googled this the other day, and there is more people in my town than in your entire state.
In my entire state, I believe it.
Well, you are in the least populous state, and I live in one of the most populated states. In my county, there's 10 million people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
10 million people here.
And those are people who are from here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely less than 10 million in my state. I am in the second most populated city, and we are less than 70,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm coming to see you someday, Tammy. I'm coming to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And
I'm taking a road trip.
What's really amazing is we do have more than one traffic light. We have more than one traffic light, but we're like the only time that you're going to see the mall packed, and the only time that you're going to see lots of cars on the road. And no, Alibaba, Wyoming is the least populated state.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, the only time that you have like traffic jams is if there's a wreck or if it's Christmas shopping, like the week of Christmas. That is it.
Oh,
that is like literally it.
Oh, you're putting them on.
Oh, we're going. Hey, this is the House of Sewing. It's 2025.
Gold shoes.
We better be seeing a runway show. I've been dying for a runway show all day. All day, William.
I need to put some shoes on though, and I didn't serge the bottom.
You're gonna you start your stuff. Yes, you gotta do like a little catwalk.
You still have time. I mean, it's like not bedtime yet.
Where
am I, Tammy? I am in Casper, Carrie.
I'm more jumpy to make my coat because I'm going to be up all night anyway. So I'm excited to get these done so I can make my coat. Oh.
Yay. Make it big.
I hear you, Rita. She said where she lives, it's like 18,000, and that's way too many people. Rush hour here is when the stoplight turns red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do have like a lot of people, but it's not bad. It's not everybody on top of each other either.
Zone improvement.
Just in my town, we have 200,000 people just on my side of town.
Wow.
Yeah, no. I think what's really funny. Let me see. I will pull stats for you.
Okay. Oh my God! What? We will do no such thing. Oh, look at these! Bam! Bam!
Oh, hang on. I'm missing you.
You can do your kick.
Oh!
Bam! Full kick. Oh, hold on. No rip. I'm still flexible. You're gonna run up on someone and get hurt.
I like that. I like that color on you, William. I like that color on you.
Yeah, that looks good.
Those are fantastic.
I look like
Yes,
I'm gonna go hang out at WKRP in Cincinnati.
Hey.
So,
Larry, you're gonna go hang out the Regal Beagle.
let's
Yeah,
see.
butt shot.
Oh no, I'm wearing a hockey jersey. I am covered. Oh, it still sticks out of my hockey jersey. I'm blessed. What can I say?
I was like, for all the people, just lift it up a little bit and kind of give them a little bit.
Okay, the town I lived in before I moved here had 16,494 people.
Oh, that's more than me.
So it was not bad, but it felt more crowded than it does here.
Yes, Terry.
It felt crowded. Of course, I lived 30 minutes from Birmingham, so yeah, it was bad.
Herb and I carpool every day to WKRP in Cincinnati. I couldn't imagine. Like, I want to move somewhere where there's less people because I lived in small towns. And so I'm at that point of where I want to live somewhere like Wyoming.
Yeah, it's
Florida.
the only drawback of living here is sometimes you can't find things that you want that you would expect to be able to find.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to order.
I love the way Venus dressed too. You wanna move to Saskatchewan? Well, I'm not kidding you. I've been all the way from Vancouver to Saskatoon, which is basically going from Washington to Detroit to my American friends.
Yeah, because I wouldn't know. I have not been to Canada.
There are a few towns. Actually, there's a few places. Everyone's going to laugh at me, but I meant somebody that lived in Hamilton, and I would live in Hamilton. I know you're going to judge me. I met someone that lived in Hamilton in Canada, and I could live there. I don't want to say because Hamilton's small.
Yeah, I mean, you can get out at the middle of the night and like maybe come across like 4 other people that are out driving at the same time. Like you can, I mean, our traffic lights do turn to flashing at midnight.
So when I'm in upstate New York, I could get on the highway and I might pass one person, maybe one person, until I get down maybe like 45 minutes above Albany.
Oh no, if you're traveling from here to like Cheyenne or here to Sheridan, yeah, you're definitely going to not have a whole lot of people. But just even in town.
Headlights, nothing. And I'm on a major interstate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I am never alone. I am never alone right now. I could go walk up the street near the pizza place where I got the pineapple pizza, and there's people congregating. I can go to the gas station. There's people there's people everywhere here.
It will, like, if you come up here and you like spend a week or maybe 2 up here and then you go back, it is going to feel so crowded when you get back.
That's what happened to me when I went to Montana and I came back here. The one thing I can't get used to, where I live in neighborhoods, our speed limits are 50 miles an hour. On the highway, our speed limits are 65 to 70.
Yeah.
We drive in light speed here. So I'm not used to like slower speed limits. That like makes me feel like I'm like walking.
Yeah, in town there's it's 30 unless it's posted otherwise. But like main drag through town is 2nd Street, and it's same thing. It's like 30 or 45 depending on where you're at. But there's an outer loop that you can get up to 60 on. That you're allowed to get up to 60 on.
And I don't leave my house thinking like I'm gonna drive like NASCAR. I just live in a place like we drive like it's a NASCAR race.
Yeah, you have to drive like that.
You have to, or you're gonna be you're like it's an accident waiting to happen. You're an obstacle.
And if you don't drive like that, you're getting stuck.
Absolutely.
I always laugh when they're like Californians tailgate. Californians are impatient. It's odd to me when someone's not tailgating me. When someone like if I could not break and ruin your life, that's weird to me.
See, I couldn't do that. No.
Yeah, here
I will
you don't typically
hold
have.
on. I'd be like, I can't. No.
People
I'd be
are
a passenger
like
princess. Mm-mm.
people shadow you. They'll literally, especially if you're going, if you're passing a bunch of people, someone will get right on your tail. So if you hit your brakes, you're responsible for you and that person behind you.
No, we don't have that here. Go back to where I was from. Yeah, you would definitely be able to find that within 30 minutes. Here, you would have to drive all the way. You'll have some of that in Cheyenne, but you'll definitely have that in Denver, which is like 4 hours away.
I had a small business called All Bikes. The guy collected antique bikes, including the one that Steve Urkel drove. It was caught on fire, and I was living in 2013. They lost everything.
Oh no!
Do you know that my town is famous for all kinds of things? They film countless movies here. One of the funny things that my town claims is in the Pee Wee Herman movie. He goes up and down a certain road, and it's in my town, and they have plaques everywhere. And there's a million stuff that's been filmed here. Like you know, many silent films were filmed here, and they claim Pee Wee Herman over the silent films.
Because Pee Wee Herman is more current than the silent films.
Well, we have a silent film museum here, and they keep up with that road more than they do the museum. I'm so sorry. See when people creeps me out when I have the expressway. Shalom, I know what I go through this too. There are certain punk bands that come from LA that I thought everybody around the world knew. And there are songs that I know that I'm like, wow, I've been singing this song for 30 years. There are certain bands, we call them LA famous because they're only famous here and no one else knows who they are. I know a lot of punk scene, metal rock, and sometimes 60s. So, all right. So I ironed. I'm just gonna shape it like I would anything else. I'm just gonna cut it and then line it. That's it, right?
It's gonna be
Okay.
And I haven't decided what I'm gonna do for the arms yet. I think I might do just different colors.
Okay.
like solid different colors, or are you going to make a patchwork?
We'll see. I might go Doctor Who and just have a hodgepodge jacket of all kinds of things going on.
I think you should.
I think I've been watching.
I think it would look better.
I think I've been watching Colin Baker, Doctor Who too much. I'm like, I need to make a jacket that doesn't match anything.
Like the collar could be solid. Because you know,
we'll see
but
how
the arms
artsy
have to
fartsy.
be. I would want the arms to be patchwork.
We'll see how artsy fartsy I feel at 2 a.m. when I'm doing all of it.
Go grab yourself another cup of coffee.
Saturday night is the one, like Sunday is the one day I have to sleep in. It's the one day where people from my job don't call me. I don't have to be there. It's the one day where I sleep in, so I stay up all night.
Yeah.
Plus I have to keep my hours because I work third shift. So in a weird way, I have to keep my vampire hour.
Yeah. Yeah, if you screw up your hours, then when you go back to work, it's going to exhaust you more.
The interrupters. I was obsessed with NoFX, and I'm that sad 40-something-year-old guy who can sing every NoFX song. And Punkin Drublick, when I get to the last song, it makes me cry. That's how old and lame I am.
You're not lame, Mom. You're just nostalgic. There is a difference.
But I'm nostalgic, but I keep it in its place because I'm constantly looking towards the future. Like I try not to be like, for as much as I'm stuck in the past, I take it with me. I choose to not let it define me.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense, you know? Like I'm obsessed with it, but it's not, it's a part of me, not something that's necessarily like, you know, my whole identity.
In
So,
case you
so-
ever wonder. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I like most all music. My favorite though would be Typo Negative, which is consistent goth metal type of music.
Yeah,
I
that's
love.
weird. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Shalom. I know every single No Effects song. It actually ages me. You know what's funny though? They don't have scenes like that anymore. Like when I was in high school in my 20s, anybody could go to the Roxy and play. Anybody could go to any of the same places where you see all these famous people perform in LA. Anybody.
Mhm.
You just pay money and hope your friends show up. That's really who's going to show up is your friend. Those are really the people who are going to show up for you.
This is why I don't work with big blocks normally. I keep rolling over them with my chair. Because I'm trying to work on them and pull them up and all of that.
Tammy, I have a question for you. Do you have a Walmart near your house?
I do. Actually, I have a Walmart that I could ride when my electric scooter was working before I got my electric wheelchair. I could ride my electric scooter to it.
Do they have do they have graders?
Yes. Both Walmarts do.
Are
We have
they
2 Walmarts.
Are they nice or not?
It depends because I have a service dog, so that always muddies the water on that.
Do people discriminate against your dog?
Oh heck yeah. It happens everywhere.
Oh, this makes me angry.
Yeah. It happens
with people-
everywhere.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely that they would.
So I went when I went on my grand tour of Wyoming this past summer, going to all the different quilt shops. One of the shops is in a really small little town. And so I was like, well, I'll book a hotel for there so that, when we get there, we don't have to rush. And, if we need to go in the morning, we can go in the morning, all of that kind of stuff. And the guy offered a military discount, but he would not give us the discount because the dog is extra work. Technically, that's illegal. But do I have a lawyer to go after him? No, I don't. We also went across the street to a bar to go eat because that was the only eatery place there. And he would not allow us in because I didn't have whatever paperwork it was that he wanted me to have. It's also illegal.
That's super
That is
Yeah.
yes.
So stuff like that still happens.
I wouldn't even question you.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot here. It doesn't happen here in Casper. Now I did have one incident, but that's now kind of been resolved a little bit. So maybe I won't have problems in the future. But it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen all the time. But there are some bad places.
I want to say hello. How are you doing? Great evening.
Hi, Linda.
Yay. That really makes me angry. I have worked with people with special needs basically my entire life because of my parents. And then somebody who's a tireless advocate, it just drives me insane. Where I live, it's a little bit different. People make fun of California, but we protect our people. None of that would happen here. None of it.
I will say that you guys actually have a state law in place. So if I got refused service.
Oh, your mic cut out.
Yeah.
We're the land of people are so scared. More than even getting in a fight. If someone says, "I'm gonna sue you," that's worse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that just makes me upset.
That
I
does.
would never question. Never question.
I don't think I've ever. He's still there.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yay, I'm back. Okay.
I can hear you now.
We just can't see you.
You're black.
Really?
Black screen.
How's
Do we want to hear her? Do we want to see her?
Yeah,
there's a
really.
key.
That's crazy. Because I can see me.
It wouldn't be YouTube if there wasn't
Exactly. There's always
there
problems
wasn't technical problems.
So y'all still can't see me?
No.
No.
You're a black screen.
That's crazy.
You look like you're protesting the street. You don't have
Oh my
paperwork.
gosh.
I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People,
Definitely
that's
not
just,
fun.
it's just insane. But again, I come from the land of laws, so that stuff wouldn't even happen because people wouldn't even question you.
Absolutely.
Still not. Are you guys still not seeing me?
No.
Okay. We're gonna unplug the We're gonna unplug the camera and re-plug it in. But yeah, I was asked for paperwork that's not allowed legally. But you know, it happens. It's because people do provide you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And so basically what happens is the people that are, you know, providing that paperwork or whatever, or providing that fake ID or whatever they're providing, they you guys let me know when I come back, by the way.
Yeah.
They make it harder for the rest of us. Because then
Absolutely.
people think that they are entitled to have that paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the problem. I think that's part of the problem.
You guys still can't see me, can you?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I agree with you, Rita. I this just makes me so angry when I hear stories like this.
Yep.
And you know what? Where I live, it isn't paradise. People do not get along, but I don't ever hear about these interactions. And I work with people that have service dogs that go out in the community every day. They get on a bus every day and come back every day.
I mean, I want to bring my dog to school. I know. Someday I will, though.
And it's also different in America because we worship dogs in this country. So I think it's crazy.
Why?
Yeah.
It says everyone can see and hear you. That's what it says on my side.
No.
I remember one time I was at a big chain.
I'll leave and come back.
Not saying the name, but
Okay.
I was in an electric chair. The cashier literally told me I had no business using the chair.
Who are
Shame
these
them.
people?
Name them and shame them.
Rita, that is absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely. We don't allow Karens.
Karens. There's the word. I don't know any Karens around here.
I live in the land of yay. Your picture's back.
There. Yay. I can see you.
I'll fix Lori.
Karens are doing push-ups here.
Yeah, I like seriously hate that it's such an issue. The worst place I ever lived was the Gulf Coast. So people down there were buying the fake IDs the ID cards. And so I would go into a place and they would require me to have the ID. Otherwise I wasn't a legitimate team. Because so many of the teams down there bought the IDs. And I'm like, I'm not spending $40 to make your job easier to discriminate against me. Nope, not happening. And of course, my court case on that one got dropped too, because, you know, even though I collapsed and EMS and all that had to be called because of the incident. Yeah, it's, you know, it's their word against mine.
I feel like we don't have common sense at all anymore. We used to, because my son has ASD. It's weird to me. We used to have certain categories for a reason, and I feel like people don't honor them anymore. And that's part of the problem. Like, because back in the day, it used to be no questions asked.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you walk up with a service dog, welcome, you know, and then you moved on with your life. You know, I just don't get it anymore.
Well, so when I was writing that pattern, I kept going to the library, and every security guard at the library came up to me at one point, if they didn't come up to me more than once, and asked me the two questions. They asked me, is it a service dog, and what tasks is that dog trained to perform? Which they're legally allowed to ask. Okay. So I was super thankful that they came up and asked that, because they're like the only place around here that I've ever been asked. So legally, that's what people can ask, or businesses can ask. Is it a service dog, and what task is that service dog trained to perform? Walmart doesn't even ask it, and they should. They really, really should. They don't.
My Walmart, the reason I brought it up is because at my local Walmart, when you walk in, they're looking at you like, what are you doing? They're giving you dirty looks. And I think it's because I grew up in this area. I don't know why I moved back to my hometown, but they used to be happy to be there. And I know things are bad. I know whatever side you're on, it's probably going to get worse. But life is attitude. And if you walk around with a bad attitude, you're going to have a bad life.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I do this. I smile at everyone. Everything. You look at me, I'm...
So you're the creepy smiley dude. I'm sorry.
No, what the hell are you so mad about? I'm like, if you look at me, I'm like, smile. I don't shoot you. I don't shoot a wink and like a butt slap. I just smile and move on with my day.
Oh,
that was a good wink, by the way. Look at you weren't even thinking about it.
Wink.
You did a great job with that.
I've been practicing in the mirror. And for the record, if you touch anyone in the state of California, you're going to jail. So don't touch anyone. For the record, disclaimer. That was just a joke. Don't come to my state. If you even shoulder poke somebody, you're going to jail. Don't.
Make sure you have their consent before touching.
Yes, it is a consent to touch state.
Oh.
A consent to touch.
I'm fighting the sit down life. I use my pimp cane. You know, my mom fell again today. I'm trying to get her to use a cane.
My husband needs to be using his cane or his walker, and but I'm sitting here, trying not to use my wheelchair.
I totally understand. I get it. But like my mom, she came back and she had this look on her face when I saw her today, and I was like, "You fell, didn't you?" And she's like, "I'm sore." Because she's fighting the cane too. But I told her like the cane will stop you from a wheelchair.
Yeah, exactly. Use the cane or use the walker so you're not in the wheelchair sooner than you want to be.
Yeah, we want you to be steady and safe.
I just read Shalom's comment, the butt slap comment. Canes are oddly empowering. I still want a cane sword. So I before I leave this earth, I will have a sword cane.
That's what you should get your mom.
Your goal?
Oh, maybe she'll use it.
Here's your personal protection device, Mom.
Yeah, she'll use it then.
She's shorter. I bet I could find one for her faster than I can find one for myself. Oh. I have a bunch of canes because I am the last of a long line of humans. I have all kinds of weird canes. All kinds. From like the 60s on. Handmade. I have canes from the dollar store. I have canes, like I have the weirdest collection of canes. That's why when I threw my coccyx 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I literally crawled over to where the cane was because I knew that there's canes at strategic points in this room.
I was not expecting that word out of you, William.
I pulled my coccyx and I just
wasn't expecting that word. That was
I yelped. I was standing right there. I was smoking and I coughed and I felt something pop and I was like, uh-oh. And I couldn't move forward. And I was like, uh-oh.
I was in my 30s and fell down the stairs inside the house that I was living in, and there were wooden stairs. I broke my tailbone.
Oh, that's so.
And there's nothing that they can do for a broken tailbone.
No.
Nope.
So like now I can't sit on the floor without feeling where that tailbone never healed properly.
I grew up riding bikes most of my life, and anyone who's ever gone on an ATV and didn't know what they were doing, they dumped themselves. And so I've seen quite a few people break their tailbone on bikes. Quite a few people. More on ATVs than motorcycles, but because ATVs are boop, you're going, but
I said I would have had a good story instead of just falling down the stairs. That's not a good story.
When I was a little kid, a friend of mine broke his tailbone when we were skateboarding. It stuck with me for the rest of my life. Because we all had to carry him. We were little kids. We didn't know what we were doing. But he broke his tailbone for real.
Oh,
Yeah. And there's nothing that they can do.
Nothing at all.
You can't splint it. I mean, how would you splint it? I mean, there's no.
It's funny. I have one of those, a 4-wheel walker. Not for you.
I have one of those. I actually have an upright version too. I have the upright version because my other one was damaging my wrists.
Yeah, I was trying to get one of those for my Nana before she passed away because I just felt like she was just hunching over too much.
Yeah.
That's the very reason we got one for my grandmother. That was the very reason.
I have to have it because I will fatigue. When I fatigue, I actually collapse. So I'll go from standing to literally on the floor.
Yeah.
And I have no control over it. So they wanted me to start having the walker so I had a place to sit, but then leaning over too much damaged my wrists even more. And yeah.
It drives me crazy about my mom. My mom, she's tough, but she thinks she's tougher than what she thinks she really is.
Yeah, what she actually is, yeah.
Oh man, it drives me crazy.
As it should. You're a good son. If you weren't a good son, it wouldn't drive you crazy.
Absolutely.
And for the record, I did. I walked into the hospital and said this sentence out loud because I was like, "What happened? Oh man!" That was the one time I called my mom. I was like, "This is serious," because she was telling jokes. I'm like, "I'm on the floor. This is serious. You need to come get me." She drove me to the hospital laughing the whole time. It wasn't even anything like I wasn't in a bar fight. I didn't jump out of a plane to save somebody. I was smoking and I coughed. That's how I pulled my car. I was like,
And he's never coughed the same since.
He might be too scared to cough.
No, I go, I do half cough.
Hi, Deb.
Deb. Hello.
Hi, Deb. Welcome. Absolutely.
They're monitoring me while I finish this.
When I kicked my coffee table, that was like the day I realized that I'm older. I swore I broke my foot, but really, I just was walking in the dark and kicked a solid object.
Oh, you just stubbed your toe really good. Okay.
Oh man, I was like, adulting is terrible. Because when I was younger, I felt invincible, and I was in a motorcycle accident. I literally stood up when I was like, in my late 30s, I was in a car accident, and I jumped out the window. Man, nowadays I'm like everything hurts. Every time the weather changes, I'm like, oh, I know it's getting cold. My knee hurts.
Let me stretch before I get out of bed. Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst.
I just have to laugh because I keep thinking back to William's statement earlier. I am a man. I'm just thinking all these complaints. I'm just going,
I am a man.
Yep. Yes, you are.
Oh, I'm type A. There'll be no secret. I'll tell you if it hurts. I'm gonna let you know right away. I'm like, oh no, that's a fail. That's a fail. Pain. 9
Okay,
on the
so
10 scale. 9.
I was about to say, are you a 12 on the 10 scale?
In a weird way, I'm really good under pressure. It's weird. Like I've had to walk over and like get the authorities to help get the ambulance to come cart me away. Like, so I'm good under pressure.
Yeah, Terry, I'm surprised that Deb's up too, knowing that she'll be live at 7 a.m.
Oh shoot! Ain't no way I'd be there.
Yay! Hi,
every Sunday.
Hello,
nope,
Katie.
not happening.
Hi, Katie.
I stubbed my toe.
Oh,
Dude. Treadle base. Thank you.
Still on exactly. You'll see it in the comments in a minute, William.
Oh, I get man colds all the time. Fight me all the time, folks. Dougie, I'm in tears. I'm like, which Sudafed sinus should I take?
Oh. All right. These are so cute.
See, now I need a Snuggie That's it. I'm gonna make an oopsie snuggie this year.
Oh, can I have one with a hood?
Please.
I
And
need
thank
one
you.
that- I wanted to be fully covered like a slug. I want to be in a full cocoon.
I need it.
I
I need it to
want
at least
one-
be 6 foot long so that I can put my feet on.
Yeah,
Be
I
all
was about to
coming
say it needs to drag the floor. I want one that drags
Has
the
to
floor,
drag.
William.
And can you put put pockets in it?
Ooh, it's gotta have pockets. Gotta have a
thinking
place to
about-
carry your phone.
I'm looking somewhere in here. I have a sleeping bag. I was thinking about putting a hood and sleeves in it.
That'd
I can't
probably
remember
work.
what I did with it.
You'll find it when you eventually clean out that room or the storage unit.
I'm in the process. No, it's in the house somewhere.
Oh, okay. I'll be sure.
You'll
Thank
find
you,
it right next
dearie.
to that jacket that you're missing.
There, I have a list. I tie a rope to my foot and I call people. I'm like, hey, if you don't hear from me in a day, I'm in my middle bedroom and it was in a fabric avalanche. Call the authorities. Call the search and rescue team to come find me. Hey, that's real. And mine lives 2 doors down. And let me tell you, I call her. Let me tell you, I call my mom. She laughs. She's like, "You're old."
I agree, Rita.
Never
I do
too old.
prefer the smaller ones. I'm not a big block fan.
Thank
Not a
you.
big
See,
block fan.
Deb has a
See,
snuggie.
she has one.
Yeah, she already has one, so she doesn't need you to make her one. We need you to make us one. Each one. You have been warned. You've got a September and an October birthday coming up.
I am a stereotypical man. I will let you know when it hurts. Where
Tammy, I'm going to come pick you up. We're going to go find them.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
I
Heck
said,
yeah.
you can-
Bring your 4-wheel drive. It is winter.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay, I have the
guess I'm
4-wheel
taking the
drive.
truck.
You
Okay.
fly here and I'll drive.
Okay. That sounds
When I was
better.
in
I don't
labor,
want-
my ex said, "Can you please be quiet? I have a headache." Okay, I'm not that bad. In my house, women ruled, so I notice when a woman gets a new haircut. I notice when they're like, "Oh, you have a new shirt." I'm classically trained. I'm classically trained to be polite.
My ex did one good thing. I was in labor and my mother-in-law asked me what I was doing at the hospital. Why was I there? She was a chronic alcoholic, but she was asking me that while I'm like in labor. She called the hospital to find me and I was in labor. And I was like, I'm at the hospital having your grandchild. And a contraction hit. My ex actually took the phone and hung up on her. It was the only redeeming thing he ever did.
Yes, Rita, I would have done that too. I have zero patience in situations like that. Don't ask me crazy questions because I'll hang up on you. Like if you know what I'm doing and it's serious, I would be like, nope, don't have the brain power for this right now.
Yeah.
Yes, Rita, if you don't hear from me, I'm in a fabric avalanche. But there's a few people,
Deb's hubby has one too.
there's a few people that have my keys, so they'd come looking for money after a while.
That's what they come looking for first. Okay, gotcha.
No, I have a child, and I'm in that age where he he still likes hanging out with me, but I'm a big wallet and I'm okay with it. That every parent reaches that
Goes
stage.
through that, yeah.
Mhm. Every day I get asked a
The
million
other day
questions.
he was like, I
Nope.
want these weights, and I'm like, okay, but like I try to explain to him that $100 is a lot of money to people, and just because we can afford to do it doesn't necessarily that we should always go out and do these things,
Yeah, right.
And he's like, it's only $100, and I'm like, let me show you let me show you these other things that we could do with $100,
Oh, Shalom. Oh my gosh. I would have pitched it at him after the fact.
The
Oh.
bomb in full labor due to counter don't oh yikes.
I would have pitched it at him. I would not have been. I
Mm-mm.
would not have been the gracious Southern lady.
I painted the living room and didn't notice until 3 days later.
That's my life too, Terry. Get it. Hmm.
Oh, that's good, Shalom. That's
No,
good. I get
you-
along.
You did better than mine.
I get along with my ex-wife.
Yeah, y'all did better. Mine
And
was
her,
narcissist.
my ex-wife's husband and I are friends. Like I respect that dude. I recently, he's a driver of a company that shall not be named, but I recently
dear.
saw him in public, and I'm like, Market! I ran up to him. People were like, who is this weirdo running up to this poor guy just doing his job? I'm like, what's up? Like,
I miss you.
oh, and
Word.
people were looking too because I'm loud. But we live in Iowa. It gets really cold.
Mhm.
My first daughter was checking out, and water broke. The lady goes, "Oh no, not here!" Oh,
It's like it's a curse to have a child somewhere or something. I don't know.
absolutely. You have to have that. You kind of have to have that attitude. Do you know, 14 something years ago, somebody was talking about how telling basically the same story that I'm saying. And in my head, I was like, I will never be there. I'm bitter and I'm angry. Here it is 14 years later, and I love everybody like King Julian. Hello, everybody. Let's all be friends.
Yes.
Let's wear funky pants. Almost fell out of my chair.
Oh.
All right, I'm on the last of 5 bobbins. That's not too bad.
Yay.
I can still do my Rockettes kick, apparently.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
would have.
accomplished.
And without
I would have stayed
stretching.
friends. Yeah, I
That's
would have
great.
stayed friends with my ex if he had been willing to do that. Like he was not willing to co-parent or anything. Like it was
Mhm.
all his way and nothing else.
Exactly. You have to compromise.
There had to be compromises, and the only compromises he would accept were if I compromised. That was it.
Mm.
So it was what it was. He had nice fabric to land in.
If I go left, I would have ended up in the trash can, and that would have been a tragedy. Oh, I bought some more.
Yes, thumbs up. Yes, you
I bought some
guys.
more $8 chips. Well, they're like $7.29 or something like that.
But you
You guys
round
are
up.
crazy spending that much money on. William is my special.
He likes his.
This is how Deb introduces me. This is William, my special friend.
Special friend.
Food's
He's so
expensive.
special.
Food's expensive where I live. The cube of Pepsi is like $12 to $15.
Shoot.
And
I
that's
do
on
not make
average.
enough to live in California.
The sad
Right now, anyway.
the sad statistic is that you have to make at least 150,000 to live here. They used to say 120, but now they say 150. The average person makes 30 to 60 here.
Mm.
That's ridiculous.
You need 3 jobs.
Yep.
You want to have 3 people with 3 jobs living in here.
Yeah. I mean, we've been looking
You get
at
a room.
places.
You get a room. You get a room. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've been looking at places. I keep thinking, if in order to afford that place, we're gonna have to rent out a bedroom. We're gonna have to find a roommate.
I didn't realize this until I started. Well, I knew that we paid a lot of money here, but when I started traveling again, I realized how much cheaper gas is in other places. And even in the state of California, when you leave LA County, things are cheaper.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But the more I think about it, like right now, I probably wouldn't move to Las Vegas. It's a booming city. Everything's cheaper, but they're going to have the same problems that LA has. They have traffic. The traffic there is insane because Vegas is not that big at all. It's not big
Compared to where you're living. Yeah.
That is true. I do live in a place where there's
Compared to, okay, hang on. All right. You started something now.
So when I say that, because I got lost and I was in my first trip, I was in Henderson and I was like, I just need to find the buildings. And I literally just drove until I saw the strip and I was like, okay, I'm just going to head south now from wherever I am. But I couldn't, I don't know. It's so overcrowded there. Says the guy who lives in one of the most overcrowded cities in America.
Yes.
Okay. Las Vegas has 600,000 more people than Casper, Wyoming. So, yeah.
Wow.
600,000 people more.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
And there are so many people that move there.
3.8 million on LA says here. Yeah. Excluded from the world.
Americans are so excluded from the world population. Who is allowed to complain about the price of gas? That is true. Okay, I'll give you that, Shalom. That is true. But where I live, everybody else is paying $2 something. I'm still paying $4.50. We're and I tell my son, because my son and I, we got in this argument over 50 cents, and I told him always round up. We're still paying $5.
Yeah.
We're still paying $5.
Right,
But it is true. It's not like in the UK. Like in the UK, they're paying an outrageous amount. When I see people driving around, because I'm subscribed to a lot of people in the UK, I'm like, you're rich. You're rich. Because gas is so much more expensive there. 8.5 million in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I never feel alone here in LA County.
You couldn't. You couldn't.
You know what's funny? There was this movement called LA is lonely, and it's true because you can be in a sea of people and not know anyone and not talk to anyone, not interact.
Yeah.
Like
No
there are people,
interactions.
yeah, there's people that have lived in LA 15, 20 years, have no friends here, have no life, it's weird.
Yeah, if you don't get out into a group or make some friends some way, and that's one thing that the younger generation isn't seeing that they need to be able to do is learn how to make friends. Necessarily.
That is
I'm
true.
looking to see if I missed my scene.
I thought it was weird when that movement started. I was hoping that those people all found each other, but they just continued to be a group of hermits.
Of course.
Where's my LA is lonely hat? The only reason I even know it was a movement is because people are like, do you have a moment? I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, LA is lonely. I'm like, I have a moment for this.
He actually has a hat for everything, doesn't he?
He probably does.
He's got to have a hat. He's got to find it, but he probably
Do you have a birthday hat?
Ooh.
When is your birthday?
What month?
For your birthday.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
It's next month. I know when your birthday is.
No,
when is his birthday?
In general.
February what?
6.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes. Yep.
We'll work with that.
He'll be 40 something.
Yeah, my birthday is in it's coming
A
up.
little over a month.
Wow.
We're gonna have to have a birthday bash.
The monster bash. Do the mash.
Oh gosh.
You know what though? I try not to treat my birthday like it's a funeral procession. It's just another trip around the sun to me. People freak out. The older I get, the less I celebrate. But it's my son. I love my son so much because he looks at me and he's like, "It's your birthday. We need an ice cream cake. We need an ice cream." Ever since he was little, because one year I was thinking to celebrate my birthday, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he was a little guy, and he's like, "We need to go to the store and get a cake right now." And it was just him and I, and we sang "Happy Birthday" to me.
Aww.
Aw.
That's very sweet of him.
And so every year, but I look 32.
Mom said you look there. Oh, she looks 32.
So every year we get an ice cream cake.
Oh,
Every year.
that's great.
Well, you know what to expect.
It's memories. It's just your thing.
The older I got, I'm like, people like happy birthday. I'm like, what's so happy about it?
Don't be a grump.
But ever since my son was a little guy, I'm like, all right, I'll celebrate it.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So
now we eat
for my husband's 60th birthday, my parents put the bug in my ear that we could get a burn permit for how many candles for his birthday cake. So I actually obtained a burn permit for his birthday cake, for his birthday candles. they actually gave it to me because I went to the station to go pick it up. And they're like, what? Because apparently they didn't get the memo. I was like, okay, this is what I need. And I was like, you can even do it black and white, so you're saving money on ink. And they're like, no. This is going to be full color. Like they went all out on his burn permit.
That's awesome.
And so today's my mom's birthday. So my husband was asking my dad, did you get a burn permit for the candles on her cake? Back in Alabama. Nope.
That is so funny. Oh, have a great night, Deb. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Good night, Deb. Thank you.
I made Isaiah a Muno ice cream cake for his birthday. It was a character from Yo Gabba Gabba.
You did?
And the eye, because he was like a cyclops, and the eye was a giant cookie. I went off for that cake. Yay, have a great night. I'm obsessed with ice cream cake. So I'm down. It's just, I don't know. It's not even that I'm cynical. It's just the older I get. Now I understand why my grandfather and father were grumpy on Christmas, because they were the ones that had to put it on for everybody. And then still be happy. So I get it. Oh, my birthday is coming. I need to get out of my funk.
We have a month to get you out of your funk.
I can't cry in my Kings jersey. And we are winning 2-1 right now.
You've been tied for like forever, and I'm like, I've been waiting, and I missed it.
You guys.
Can't be just scored.
Did you see the hurricane? 4-0.
Yes, I did see it. I don't think I have an ice cream cake in 40 years plus.
I haven't had an ice cream cake either. You're in good company.
At our local, at the Safeway,
I'm going to pull it up.
They sell Carvel cakes. I'm not even getting anything complicated. I'm going to Safeway, getting my name put on it. But they have
really cute, Salome. She looks really cute. I wish I could show everybody, but she looks really cute.
They have they have like a cookie crumble at the bottom of the cake. Oh, it's amazing. You guys have you ever had a Carvel ice cream cake?
Yes.
I love it, Rita.
When my sister comes to visit me, I always put those candles on the cake. As someone who can't breathe, those would put me in the hospital.
Actually, put those things out.
Water?
I don't know.
Is it like
I have no idea.
Is it like I have to look it up now? I'm so curious because if it won't go, is it like a mini? Is it like a mini piece of phosphorus? Like what is it?
They just keep the flame never goes out. But yeah, you can put water in it and it'll go right out. But it's just lick your fingers but no, they're fun for especially little kids because all of a sudden you blow them out and then a few seconds later you see the little sparks and it comes back.
But what is it made out of?
I don't know since I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
I think my favorite is what it's called French fried ice cream.
Ooh. French fried. I haven't heard of French fried ice cream, but I have had fried ice cream.
I am addicted to
get that at Mexican restaurants.
There's at the Bakersfield Fair, which is like an hour something from my house. They had this booth that used to deep fry everything, and they would have these ice cream Oreo deep fried, just heart cloggers, and I loved those things.
Magnesium powder.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not going out. You let that burn.
I got a song in my head. I won't sing it out loud now, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the Carvel ones either. Unless they sell them at Walmart, we don't have them. I mean, I
wonder would it be illegal if I sent a Carvel cake to Canada? I'd laugh at that trial.
Well, you might want to wait until their mail system is caught up.
Oh, we got fried ice cream at the Asian restaurant here. Oh,
love fried ice cream.
I always had it.
Love fried ice cream.
Yeah, I always used to get it at the Mexican restaurants. Couldn't get it at the Asian ones.
I don't know what I was watching today, but Twin, I have a question for you. Why are the ice cream machines always broken at McDonald's?
Are you really? Because they're made of plastic.
Well, you're an insider. You're
I am an insider.
Somebody
So the machines, the machines would get seriously really hot, and it would the plastic would warp, and then it wouldn't work its little magic to make the ice cream, or the fabulous geniuses that were cleaning the machine lost O-rings and things.
It wouldn't seal.
Yeah, so we couldn't seal the machine. Let's see, how many other excuses can I come up with, since I can't tell you the amount of times I've cleaned that machine.
It was a video of for some reason, somebody was told that if you video the Chipotle employees, they have to do everything you say. And so people are going around videoing people who work fast food. As somebody who used to work at Carl's Jr., I would have gone viral because I would have said a few things to somebody. But people were just being rude to these people at McDonald's, and I'm like, man, they don't own it. Like, leave them alone. But I've been in this position.
I agree, Alibaba. So it might melt before it gets out of California, William.
Oh. That phone's going off.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada Post is caught up. They're back to normal where I am at least, says Shalom. Awesome.
But so, and those are only the Taylor machines that go down, if I want to keep talking about it. But there's actually another machine that McDonald's started picking up. I can't remember what company, but you can clean one side of the machine without the other one being down. And that was I never had a problem with that machine.
Wow.
Interesting.
But Taylor, and then Taylor, if you call them, it's always a 2-week delay. Always a 2-week delay.
My husband worked for Wendy's way back when, like before I was born. And so he still talks about all his time at Wendy's too. Like all the things that they would have to do working Wendy's.
Yeah.
Pre-internet era.
Sorry. I haven't worked a fast food job in like 20 years, but I just, the way people treat them now, I would have locked the doors. They're like, you can't walk in here with your cell phone taping me. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, and I never had that problem.
I've never
But
seen
then
that
again,
happen.
I left 10 years ago now, almost. Yeah, 10 years ago.
I've actually never worked. Yeah, I've never worked fast food.
So, Tammy, I ran McDonald's when I left, but I was with McDonald's company for 17 years, all the way up to GM. And then I was in charge of 17 stores for the food cost side, inventory side of the company, and training.
Why would you leave a job like that? I'm just kidding.
Why would I leave a job like that? Interesting. Very good question. No life whatsoever. You're on call 24/7.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
2:00 in the morning. My computer won't shut down. Okay, hold on. Let me get on my laptop. I'll Spock in, and then I'll shut down your computer for you so you can go home. I mean, I had codes to all the stores, computers, and then there was just geniuses.
Oh, yeah. There is, no matter where you work. I worked for Walgreens for 9.5 years. Yeah. I did not go any further up the chain from where I went because I refused to be 24/7.
Yeah, the only thing I liked about it was that I could work commission, so I controlled my own P&Ls. So the more money I made for the store, the more money went in my pocket. So that's the only
I worked for Carl's Jr. and they took my 20s. No, actually,
the 20s of his life.
They
I
funded.
know.
They funded all my crazy expeditions. They would allow me to take weeks off. I would get huge
wow.
bonuses for all the years I worked there. So, you know, I'm not like,
Shalom got a wrench.
yay.
Yay. I didn't notice that. Hey, girl. You've proven yourself.
Oh no! Now Shalom can hide me and make me not talk.
She's all choked up.
Yes.
We're gonna have an emotional time right now, Shalom. You're special.
Congratulations, Shalom.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yay.
Let's see. Found the politics was more than I could handle. Yes, Rita. The politics was definitely a lot. I went to go get promoted to a department head, and they decided not to promote me because I wasn't a guy.
Yeah.
And we had to fight. We had to bring it up the chain of command to fight it. Yeah, it was a mess. Stuff like that happens.
Do you know when I worked for Carl's Jr., one of the things they taught me a lot about life. And I'm not telling any secrets that anyone who has ever worked there doesn't know. Somebody slipped and got hurt on the job. When they sued the store made it so they were suing me. They gave me a lawyer. I won my case, but in no way, shape, or form did Carl's Jr. take any liability except for getting me a lawyer. I was 100% liable for this person falling on my watch.
That's ridiculous.
So and I really didn't even realize it until I won my case, and it was explained to me what would have happened to me if I had lost.
That's ridiculous. They were just going to throw you under the bus.
I'd still be paying that person now.
Yeah.
You would be paying them. Absolutely.
Yeah, you absolutely would have been.
So
that's ridiculous.
That's when I realized that I worked for a corporation that didn't care, because like I said, they sent me all up and down the West Coast. They sent me to Reno to go improve a store. I was their star. But then when I got sued, I realized how much that they were going to utterly and completely just leave me up the creek.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, if I'd been willing to work 24/7, I could have moved up. But I just refused to I need to work like that once. And you had to sell your soul to move up.
And I think that's another thing. I gave my entire 20s, and so I was like, what do I have to show for working for this company? Mm-hmm. Nothing but a ton of war stories.
Yeah, I had walking pneumonia working at Walgreens.
Oh, we love you too, Shalom.
Yes.
But I learned a lot. I met lifelong friends. I'm not mad. And I got to live in the Pacific Northwest and travel all up and down the Pacific Northwest.
There you go.
Yeah, you got to do things that you wanted to do, but yeah, you definitely paid for it.
But it's one of those weird trade-offs. Like, how much freedom are you because I worked for them 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So all these fun things I did, or I'd have to find someone to cover my shift, because we would go on trips and stuff together, but we'd have to find people to completely cover our store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and that's when I always worked with other GMs. If I needed my store covered, I would reach out to other GMs and go, hey, I need to borrow a manager, blah, 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 so they can come work in my restaurant. And that was probably one of the positive things about working at Mickey D's, is that we were always working out and just watching for each other.
Hey, Katie.
Hi, Katie. Nice to see you again tonight.
Mickey D's has much more of an infrastructure.
Yeah.
I work for much more of a loosey-goosey. You're like an independent contractor in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And they were strict with everything. Absolutely.
I did enjoy when I got to go to set up new stores or whatever. Yeah. Because then we wouldn't have any customers coming in, and I could do my thing at my pace.
Yeah, I always train the grills. Anybody in the grill, or how to make the biscuits in the morning. Yeah, I did all of that.
That's one thing. I still wonder if I could get on the line and still keep up. I still wonder because I used to run laps around
Yeah.
people making food,
Yeah.
but I'd worked there for a while, so I knew how.
Well, I bet, give you a couple minutes to get, oriented and figure out what's going on. And then I bet you could do it. Nothing's probably changed. The screens probably look the same. You just have to figure out if the order of the tables changed.
No, that whole system is antiquated. I think they're still using the same system they used 20-something years ago.
Oh, I bet Mickey D's the same way.
It's totally, and I can just tell by certain things, and like even by the way the machines bing and ping, I'm like, oh, you're using the same system.
Yeah. It's when I drive through and I could hear the vats going off because they make a certain sound because after 7 times of using them, you're supposed to flush them or whatever, and they go through the filtering. And it's like if you hear it, ding, you can hear that in the drive-thru, and I'm like, please just press the button, let it filter, let it do its thing. Please. It's so annoying to me.
I'm like that with I have this weird thing with soda machines. When the balance is off, I don't know why it bothers me.
It bothers me too. I don't work fast food. I never worked fast food. It bothers me.
Yeah.
Walgreens changed their computer system, so like the touch screens that the cashiers have now, that was not around when I was there. They changed that like maybe 3 years after I left. So yeah, I'd have to completely retrain.
Did they teach you how to calibrate the soda machine?
William?
What's that?
Did you get taught on how to calibrate the soda machine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it takes everything in me to not like just open up the thing and be like, let me show you something, kids.
Yeah. Let me just turn it just a little bit more. Or it's too much high. Like the high C was always off to me.
I'm weird though. Like if I'm a sugar hound, so if it's really syrupy, I like it, but I know it's not healthy and it's bad for you.
We can't be friends.
You need that balance.
Not with sodas.
Why?
I still drink Hawaiian Punch. I still drink Hawaiian Punch to this day. Oh, my mom so refrigerator shamed me. She opened up my fridge and she's like,
"What is this?
Did you really buy Hawaiian Punch at the grocery store?" I said, "Yeah, they didn't card me."
Do you get like the blue flavored one? I mean,
no, the red stuff.
The red one. Okay.
My parents were like, they were oddly strict about certain things, loose about other things. We were not allowed to drink soda at all. And I didn't really drink soda until I was 25. And so, I went crazy in my 30s and I've scaled back, but like I still drink Cactus Cooler and Pepsi and Hawaiian.
That was going to be my question for him next. So Capri-Suns.
I will not touch those things.
You down them, don't you? Every flavor.
I've been clean off of Capri Suns for like 10 years now. However long my son quit drinking them.
No.
We would get boxes when my son was. I felt weird as a grown man drinking a pouch. I'd be like, I need 4 or 5 pouches. I'm going in the garage. I need half a box. It just felt weird.
And you're a Pepsi person, right?
Yes. And it's really funny because I grew up in a Coca-Cola household.
Yeah, I think, but you did say you like the sweeter, the more sugar. So I understand why you like Pepsi more than Coke.
Well, when I say Coca-Cola house, my parents would buy like Coke furniture. And like, I'm not kidding you. My mom has a weird collection of the Coke bears.
Oh,
I have one.
They're cute.
I have a Coca-Cola bear.
Yeah.
It's a stuffed bear. I used to have them. I might still have them. They might be out in the garage though, but I have the Coca-Cola mugs.
Hey, Native Atheist, great to see you.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, Tammy. When I was a kid, we even went to Vegas when like the Coke owned part of the MGM, and it was like you could buy all their merch.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Lori. How are you doing? Welcome in.
Hello, Lori. Hello, Native Atheist. Hello, everybody joining right now. Great to see everybody. I am so behind on the chat. I apologize.
It's our fault.
Is there a way that you can give other people, like, we can do the chat for you so you can just do your thing? Oh, yes.
Let just roll it.
Nice
Sewing.
But see, I think I would need like access to his channel and
Yeah, you might need it.
There is a way. I actually gave somebody in Australia control of this channel a long time ago. There's a way you basically have to log in as me.
Yeah, you have to log in.
He might not trust me for that one. So there we go.
You know what?
Sorry.
That person and I don't talk anymore, and she hasn't abused and so and there's no way she could get in. I changed the password and everything, but she didn't abuse it. So for as much as I'm cynical, I'm not that cynical. I never understood the cola wars. You know, I'm one of those people, if I'm in a restaurant, okay, and I'm like, may I please have a Pepsi? And they're like, we only have Coke. Hey, party on, Wayne, party on.
I'm totally, if they don't have Dr. Pepper, I do not drink Mr. Pibb.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not comparable.
Oh.
I saw an RV that was Coke, designed from 1978, all red branded Coke stuff.
Oh, no.
I'm weird. I'll drink Sprite, 7-Up, Sierra Mist. Like I don't know. I'm not like
Sierra Mist doesn't exist anymore.
No, it's what
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm old.
Sorry.
I'm old. Whatever. So, wow. Like recently, my son bought Coke, and I was like, "Well, welcome to the fleet, Coke." I don't care. I still haven't touched one. That's the test, though. It's in my house, and I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
I love it, Rita.
Mr. Pibb is not Dr. Pepper, not even close.
No, it is not even close.
I don't really want that level of responsibility.
Right. I cannot believe it. I am missing a strip set.
Ew.
So
mellow yellow for Mountain Dew. That's gross.
Oh no, that's not a substitute either.
So when I was little, when I used to go to the babysitters, on Friday nights he would have a bonfire and he would get a 2-liter of mellow yellow, and then marshmallows for just 3 kids, and then that's what we would have. We would be so much sugar.
I love mellow yellow. Squirt, all of that stuff.
Squirt's yucky. Fresca was something that was like super big for a little bit.
Yeah.
And like I drank a Fresca maybe a year and a half ago now, and no, can't do it.
I'm not I don't know. It's weird. I love Dr. Pepper. I don't know. I think it's because I was so deprived as a child. I'll drink all of it. And it's not even like my parents weren't even mean about it. They just never purchased it. And so it wasn't even a big deal. I just grew up in a house where I didn't drink soda like that.
Yeah.
What was the question? Oh, okay.
It stops your body from absorbing. Oh, gave up.
It does. It does.
Oh. Well, I need to absorb calcium, so yep, no sodium.
I do too, but I need my caffeine more.
See, and I understand that, but Tammy, you and I've had we both have a surgery, so
yeah,
like we need to have our vitamins.
I feel like I'll spontaneously combust if I stop drinking caffeine. I don't know what would happen if one day I just stopped drinking caffeine outright.
Ooh, maybe a major headache at first.
I have.
You might be unpleasant.
I did tell Tom that I needed some more
fetal
power
position on the ground.
So we're gonna see.
How's it going, trees? My house has Mountain Dew and hubby drinks Coke or Pepsi and coffee. And that's another thing. I drink coffee like it's going out of style. And I can't do
coffee won't harm you as much as the cream and sugar.
I think I'd probably lose 15 pounds if I quit drinking cream and sugar.
Hey, that's a quick way to do it. May not be the most enjoyable way, but it would be quick.
And guys lose weight so much faster than girls too.
It's so not fair. So not fair.
Yeah, they can drop 2 pant sizes, and I'd be just like, "What?"
Yeah, they can forget to eat
trying
for
to figure
a
it out.
day. They can forget to eat for a day and fit into the tux that they wore at the wedding. You know, I mean,
no, crazy.
I get migraines when I do not have caffeine. See, I
Yes.
think that's the problem.
Same.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm with you, Rita.
For my Star Trek people, I'm like Janeway. I always have coffee in my starship. So I don't know what would happen if I quit drinking coffee. I might burst into flames. You get around
hi,
doing
trees.
anything with your fire hose? No, not yet. I have to cut it up. You gave me really good advice about having to get a chisel to poke holes in it because that stuff is thick.
Well, yeah.
What are you
Think about how
making?
much pressure that water is under.
I was thinking about making a Coke, but then I realized the Herculean task it would be to cut up. I have a ton of ancient fire hose because at the ranch we're self-sustained.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I was watching Tree's channel and she's made a bunch of like holsters and stuff. I was like, I wonder if I could make a jacket. But then
What kind of machine would you use?
I started cutting all the hose up and I'm like, oh man, this is work.
Wouldn't you need like a really strong industrial machine to sew it back together?
Like a leather work machine would do it.
I was thinking about doing it by hand.
Okay.
You're gonna hurt yourself. Seriously.
I mean,
he's gonna hurt us by translation because we're gonna be watching him and cringing.
You know.
They don't call me William the Hard Way Sewing for no reason.
He's a conqueror.
So how many pairs of pliers do you own? Because you're gonna need them.
I own a fabrication shop, so it's just a matter of how much I can burn through.
Well, actually, you basically need to just do like they do on leather work. Go ahead and punch the holes, pre-punch the holes, and then thread through.
I was thinking about that's exactly what I was thinking about doing, because I get these crazy ideas, and then in the middle of it, I'm like, what did I bring upon myself? And so now it's this whole process.
Yeah.
I'm stoked though. It's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be the end of the 2025 project.
With a sail needle and pliers. Interesting.
That, and you thought I was kidding. I'm gonna show you what a year of actually using chaps looks like. So a year from whenever I first wore those leather chaps, I'm gonna show you how crummy they look with wind damage and because those things are perfect. Oh, they're perfect. They're made for writing. I'm gonna destroy them.
When you're using vice grips for fabric clips, you're going extreme.
Absolutely.
I have done this. I have done that.
Awesome. Awesome. I stitch it by hand. Exactly. And it's not doable. I've made a ton of projects by hand, and all of my vests, because I'm a purist, I don't use sewing machines on my vests.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So I have a little experience with hand sewing.
Just a little.
When you're using vice grip, that is extreme. I need these projects. I need more projects because this is my year of
365 days.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we're on day 4.
Oh, stop counting. Stop counting.
I could start singing my song just like I did for my short. 360. I'll just come. Yeah, you can do it. I won't count down anymore. It'll be on my wall over there.
I'm telling you. I am telling you, like a month from now, I'm gonna be like, hey man, you got any of that fabric? Hey man, hey.
I'm gonna bring my whiteboard over and put it behind my shoulder and go, we have William's been marked safe for 17 days. And then it'll be 300 blah 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 left to go.
All right, we're gonna see if I can cut another strip.
Hey man, hey, I heard you had some fabric. Hey man, I heard you had some fabric around here.
You guys are seeing it for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I've got to stitch the rows together.
Oh, you did so good. Oh, I love it.
So the rows still need to get stitched together.
Yeah.
So the sashing is in there. I've got one block down at the bottom that is missing a row. So I'm gonna have to take that block apart a little bit, put the row in, and then I can sew the rows together.
I like that.
I want to make a tartan, like
Yes,
one that looks
absolutely.
with like my family tartan.
Yeah. I'm gonna not pull my microphone cord again.
No.
We know how that ended last time. Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
I did that. StreamYards is like, we can no longer hear you because you're so loud. We can hear you in the other room.
Yeah. So
They unplugged you.
So here's the blocks. So that one's correct.
Yeah.
That one is not.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Missing a row.
Yeah. You're missing that row. Yes.
Yep.
Well, they won't be too
That's
hard to
what
pull
we're
out. Mhm.
Out of doing 20 blocks, and I do not have a spare strip on the floor, so apparently I didn't cut it. So
Yeah.
thank you, Lori. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. I have to have it done by noon tomorrow. I have to have it quilted by noon tomorrow. And
Is that like a self-imposed timeline or?
Yeah. So the guy that it's for, he works out on one of the rigs, so he comes through town. But he had a personal goal that he had set, and he's always admired my quilts, and he got that personal goal achieved this last year in like last couple months. So this is kind of like celebrating him achieving that goal.
Amazing.
So he's been a good friend. So
You're like
he deserves some
just
good.
like I do.
Yeah. Question.
I said you speak so just like I do.
I do.
To my professional friends, M would like to know what's a good embroidery machine.
I like my Bernina.
I have a Brother PE 535. I've made hundreds of patches, all kinds of weird designs. My machine's antiquated, and I love that machine. So it depends on how much money you're willing to spend too.
I would not spend less than $400 on an embroidery machine.
No.
Just to be honest, don't spend less than $400 because you're getting what you pay for.
Okay.
Less than $400 is cutting it close. And the best one's
the
going to be
memory crafts are really good too.
Yeah. The best one's going to be the best one is going to be the one that you can get classes on in your area.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you've never used an embroidery machine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be the one that's going to have the
what are you embroidering? How big is your like hoop size is a thing.
Oh, it's a thing. No, I'm laughing because I never ever listened to the instructions on anything. I watched the instructions DVD for this one.
Yeah, like
I got y'all one better. More importantly than just the cost of the machine, you do need to set aside money for thread and stabilizer because that's what nobody remembers.
Nobody tells you about stabilizer.
The embroidery stabilizer and the thread you're going to need for every project.
Absolutely.
I'm screaming right now because that is so true. That is so true. No one tells you that you need something underneath.
So if you guys see like when you go to my channel and you see my little like profile picture or whatever, the rack behind me that's thread, from about here down, everything on that rack is embroidery thread. And that is not all of the embroidery thread that I have. There's like buckets of embroidery thread. You are going to need different colors for everything.
Yeah, I have a brother that sees something. I see something.
I'll never forget when I first got my machine. I went to Joann's. I grabbed the entire bolt of like embroidery backing or whatever, and they're like, "How much would you like?" I'm like, "I want all of it." Yeah. And she looked at me. She's like, "I was like, please."
I know it costs $120, but I just need all of it. Just make sure I have it.
Hang on. So I used to run a sewing machine store.
Mail.
I don't read instructions. I don't. It's an issue of mine.
I used to run a sewing machine store. So I actually have classroom rolls. I still have stuff left over. These are like gold. I mean, absolute gold. This is polymesh cutaway. It's like for the back of t-shirts. You trim the extra. The ultra clean and tear, it doesn't actually cleanly tear away, but it does tear and it doesn't rip your stitches. So like there's different stabilizers for every different purpose. There's black stabilizer, there's nude color. I mean, just absolutely tons.
All right, I'm
gonna let Jess look it up.
Yeah,
I was looking
I'm
at
going
a
to.
Singer SE9180. I've only owned brother embroidery machines, and somebody sent me that machine. And it's been years.
So how do you like it? You have it?
You know I have used the holy heck out of that machine. I've made so many patches. I love it because it adheres to my style. Because I love making patches. So
yes, Alibaba washout stabilizer too. Yeah, the one thing with an embroidery machine is get whatever brand you get is going to be unique to that brand. So if you get a Singer now, you're always going to want a Singer embroidery machine because that's going to be what you're accustomed to. Unless you just happen to meld with something better. Like my Bernina, I can embroider on any Bernina sewing machine that embroiders because they are all set up the same way. So you're going to find that with any brand. Exactly. So somebody who is brand specific, they're going to recommend their brand because that's what they're accustomed to.
I own quite a few Singer sewing machines, but I do not own a Singer embroidery machine.
I personally have never owned a Singer that I enjoyed. I will put it that way.
It has good reviews, but yeah, I mean, I think it would be a good starter machine if that's what you're looking at getting to. It's a good price point too. You're not spending too much money because I mean these things can be pricey.
I will say though, depending on what your intention is and how much how much you're gonna use it, I would say spend more money. But this is coming from a guy who should have bought an industrial 3 years ago.
And
don't go out and buy a multi-needle unless you just really are going to be embroidering every day.
Yeah.
But if you're embroidering for t-shirts, you're probably going to want a larger size hoop.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a concern.
Yeah, it just comes with that standard size.
What is standard for them? Because mine
go back 7-inch.
5x8. Oh yeah. Okay. I guess I would.
Yeah.
So I will put it this way: if it's something that you can buy at Walmart, stay away from it. So here's the deal: when you are buying a sewing machine, the ones that are shipped to big box stores are not quality checked by the big box store. So when you buy it at Walmart, it has not been opened most of the time. It has not been tested. And so you are hoping and praying that somebody did not drop that machine 15 times, getting it off the truck and getting it to the shelf before you pick it up and take it home. If you are buying it from a shop, like a sewing machine store, then you at least have people that are going to honor the warranty and you're not going to sit on hold with somebody from China for 4 hours.
Yeah, they said the instructions aren't very user-friendly.
They're not user-friendly? Okay.
Yeah, that's the biggest complaint I'm reading.
If you have embroidered before, like if this is not your first time embroidering, that's up to you if you're going to take that risk.
Yeah, and it depends on the projects that he or she's going to be using because I don't know who M is. So
yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
When I got that machine, I was thrown into embroidery life when this machine came in my house.
It's like, I am here.
All right.
I will tell you though,
I will be back.
Okay.
I'm only my camera running, but I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah. I've experimented with that machine. There's all kinds of things. And I've embroidered a shirt, all kinds of things that I was told I couldn't do on that machine. You just have to, have a little ingenuity. Depending on what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I've done like keychains on my embroidery machine. I've done like stockings, putting the kids' names on them and our names, but I've never went really deep into it. like pictures or anything like that. Just
Well, because I make my weird outer space biker vests, I made a million patches, but I saw all kinds of people doing amazing things with this machine that I have yet to do with it. I will say that, because there was some guy who was making legitimate knockoff hats, and he was doing it on this machine, and I was like, wow. And I still have a million zip files I haven't got to.
See, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. Not at all.
I used the embroidery machine for a couple of times and went back to doing hand embroidery. Exactly.
Okay.
I've been doing thread putting on.
Glasses back on. Can't see. Okay.
I've been doing thread painting on my hand crank Singer 28, very modified, no presser foot, special needle clamp. Wow, that's awesome, Ollie. No paint left on the sewing machine surface.
Okay, so I heard you say something about embroidering on hats. They actually do make a hoop for embroidering on hats.
Yes, they do.
I don't have it out where I can get to it. It's in my closet. They make that. And then for the patches, Badge Master. The best stabilizer out there for making badges. Or for making patches. It's called Badge Master.
There you go, buddy.
I did unmute myself. Yeah, okay. He's just sitting there looking at me like crazy.
Yeah.
I promise I'm here.
He's looking in your direction going,
yeah,
I can see it. His wheels are moving.
Yeah. It's called Badge Master.
It'll be back out tomorrow.
But it is designed to support all the layers of the patch. It's I think OESD, Oklahoma Embroidery, whatever company.
Somewhere in here, I have you just reminded me when you pulled that roll out. I have a roll of stabilizer. I have a roll of a transparent roll for your own patterns that I have yet to even open. It's still wrapped in plastic.
When you pull the wash away stabilizers out, put them in a Ziploc bag. That way they don't get wet.
I'm going to do some fishing. I've been doing a ton of cleaning, and I've been discovering that I have a weird zipper habit.
No, not you.
Every time I would go to Walmart, I would buy zippers.
In every color?
I have the entire display.
Except
for the little ones, because I make huge projects. I was always getting like long zippers for trench coats. But I'm gonna just like I added hoods on a lot of my old projects from 2022 and 2023 and 2024. This year, I'm gonna add zippers on some of my old trench coats.
Okay. Yes. You can do this. I'm
finding all this stuff. I might as well use it. I've been going around like a borrower, collecting all of this stuff.
I'm going to cut that strip set while we're still talking.
I was always afraid of a zipper. Always afraid of it when I first became a sewist. But now I just... Like I have duck fabric because I want to make like bags with it. And so I have zippers to go with those.
Oh yeah.
The first time, the only reason I even really got into it is because I made I made a ton of hype about it, and then I successfully sewn my first zipper, and I was like, okay, I can do this. And I've made mistakes. I've made mistakes after because I came in all cocky the second and third time, but zippers are not that complicated.
No, they're not.
No, I always made it seem worse than it really was.
I have extra.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
I'm glad that you found it. Absolutely.
Calamity is my middle name, so I understand. And that's another thing. That's like this year, I'm gonna start drawing and writing down a lot of my plans, and I'm gonna keep record of a lot of the things I do, because when it comes to my sewing style, I'm like I just think of something and do it. There's no thought. like my coat, there was no planning. I was like, I'm just gonna start sewing blocks together, iron it, and see what happens.
Oh, good thing I have extra.
I had trouble with my 28 hand crank and zipper without my zipper foot.
Oh yeah, no, I would absolutely need a zipper foot.
That's another thing. This year, I start sewing. Promise, I am going to find a machine, and I'm gonna use the buttonhole thing.
Oh, good, good.
Oh.
I can't wait. I want to see you do it.
I had to get up and walk
I want to see
away.
it because I've never done buttons, so I want to see you do it. You're gonna have to do like a tutorial for us.
The guy who owns a gajillion
Absolutely.
sewing machines. I own every sewing machine on the West Coast. I own all of them.
Yeah, this is my villain.
And I'm scared. To use the button feature. I'm scared. I make my own button. You know what's funny? I'll cut it with an X-Acto knife and sew around the edges and just boop, there's my button. I'm scared to use the buttonhole feature. And I've been sewing for a very long time. If I told you how long, it would be embarrassing.
No. Please.
Oh, my dear children. My dear children.
So I'm picking a machine. Hold on.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, tell me which machine you're going to use. So I know how your machine's set up. So I can look it up. Yeah, we'll do it.
The FOF is running amazing, but I don't want to mess with it. So I'm thinking about using my Martha Stewart machine.
Martha Stewart. Okay. Martha Stewart needs to be put to the test.
Martha Stewart's a little bit more modern too.
Yeah. She's mechanical though, isn't she?
Well, recently in Vegas, I bought a machine in a box and it was still wrapped.
Yeah,
and
I know. I saw you open it.
And so I'm just shocked that Martha actually worked. Martha works well. All she needed was some oil and some love.
I threw out my strip that I needed.
Martha is going on.
I think. No, hang on. No, I guess I didn't. Sorry.
He buttered her up.
Yeah, I will absolutely teach you guys how to do buttonhole.
One of the reasons I'm saving the FOF is because it's just a little bit more powerful than everything else. And so it's been doing every job I've asked it to. Because I sew tweed. And once you get past 2 or 3 layers of tweed, you might as well be sewing through wood.
I mean, it even did the Santa hat.
That's what I'm saying. And I have cleaned it since for all concerned. No sewing machines were harmed during the filming of this live. And I actually cleaned my serger today. I am turning over a new leaf in 2020.
Are you running a fever?
I was abducted by aliens.
Okay.
I was abducted by aliens.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you know who I am? I just want to make sure. Like, are we okay?
We know who everyone is.
Oh, we're coming back strong.
Coming back.
Speaking of which, I am going to go back out into the desert. I was so fortunate to catch that meteor shower that night. I was so fortunate. So next time that there's a meteor shower, I'm going back out to the desert.
I love you. Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking about that buttonhole, you guys. Like literally, you've got me thinking. Because both of my machines, I can't show you on either of these 2 machines because both of these are automatic buttonholes. So I'm gonna have to crank out a manual buttonhole for you.
In the summer when it's warmer outside, I bring a blanket and I lay out because my kids' window, which I was always nervous about, but it's like there's a roof right there, and we lay it out on the roof and just watch the stars.
When
I had to take down a couple trees because I didn't want no boys going up there. You know what I'm saying? I was already pre-thinking before they were even teenagers. I was like, I already know.
I went through this hardcore just telescope phase. And for years, I would just sit outside and stare at the sky. Every night, we are being bombarded with asteroids, with meteors every night. But it's just a matter of having patience and sitting. So anywhere you live, you can see a shooting star. It's just, are you outside staring at that particular swash of the sky at the time?
Yeah. I want to see the Northern Lights too.
They're gorgeous.
Katie's pictures were just.
I know. I'm jealous that I can't see them like that. You have
Every
no idea.
picture, I was just like, oh, it looked like a postcard. It looked like a postcard.
Absolutely.
So you can take pictures of the Northern Lights here.
Awesome.
Not every time, like not all the time, but you can take pictures of it, and it comes out even brighter than what you're seeing in person.
Oh.
You can find them by taking pictures of them.
Hmm.
All right.
That got me thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be googling when's the next meteor shower. But the one thing, like if you have the nerves, the Mojave Desert is a really cool place because you could pull off, but you are literally out in the middle of flatland desert, and there's an Air Force base over there. So you're in your mind already. You're like, I wonder what things they're doing over there.
I can drive.
You just missed the last one.
Miles up the road, and go catch the stars and meteor showers and all that.
There's a couple good ones in California, but you just missed one by 2 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
but you have until June. April 16th through the 25th, peaking on the 22nd of April.
What day of the week is that?
I don't know.
Oh, I gotta look it up. I was hoping you were looking at a calendar.
No. Hold on. I'm looking at a calendar right now. April. It's on a Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Hold on.
I can still go out on the weekend.
No,
though.
that's a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
Yeah, I actually have
a Thursday and a Friday.
Apps.
Oh, that's a Monday.
I used to have all of those star apps, but for me it's like cheating. I can look in the sky, at least on the from my little swatch of sky, but I can tell you every constellation, every star. But I sat out there like a sad guy.
No, I did the same thing the other night.
Well, the Northern Light ones, the apps for those, they tell you when you're likely to see, or when's going to be a good time for you to see it. But
it said that it already peaked in his area, though, Ollie.
I'll be right
really know.
Give me 2 seconds.
But yeah, I went out with my girls the other day, and we were going to go riding or something like that. And I looked up at the stars. And I was like, oh, there's Queen Cassiopeia. Oh, there's Delphine and the Seven Sisters. Oh, and we're like, I'm talking about all the constellations. And my kids are like, what is that? They've never, it's like we talk about it. But when in the summer, I would always go, we need to find the summer triangle. And so we'd find the summer triangle first. And then we would start looking at different stars and look for Orion and the Belt and the Big and Little Dipper, all the basic ones that kids should know, I feel.
Yeah. I could always find Orion growing up.
Mm-hmm.
My internet kept crashing, I guess. I don't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Did my video freeze or anything like that?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Okay.
Not long, though. And then at school, one of the big things that I do is I give the kids a star chart so that they can, of the Northern Hemisphere, and then they can adjust to the day and the time. And then so that they can look up in the sky and see approximately where those stars would be. So I always tell them that to look for their birthday. And so for them to switch on their birthday so they can see what the stars are going to look like on their birthday next time. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah. We do that at the beginning of every school year, just as like a icebreaker and little things like that. Because science is fun.
It's supposed to be fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's just $8 bag of chips. Okay.
Yeah. I know.
They're only 7:29, but we round up here on the West Coast.
Yeah. Close enough. I ate those too.
Like, you have no idea. Like, I just want to go out and just, well, I might just have to go get some food in a second, but
I know we've been going for
starving.
3.5 hours. This is definitely a Saturday night Shablam.
All right. I got that block
Yay.
fixed. So now I've got to figure out where the heck I am so I can start sewing the rows together.
wanna-
Well, I'm glad you started earlier.
I want to thank
Yeah,
everybody who's still here. I want to thank everybody who watches this in the future. You guys make this channel. So I thank everybody.
Okay.
I made some pants.
You did.
I'll be working on my jacket, and we'll see how far I get tomorrow, but I'll probably be done by Monday. And I'm working on a video because I have made quite a few things and I need to catch up right now. So I want to thank everybody who's still watching. Rita, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back at it on Monday. Seriously, Tammy, thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, you're welcome.
Mm.
So blessed
That's
by
fun.
you. Twinny McTwin, thank you
Twinny
so much.
McTwin, you're welcome.
All right. Well, I'll see everybody on Monday, and hopefully everyone has a great weekend. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Bye.